Yes, guys, big up everyone locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Early stream, we don't really do these, but as you know, it's Chelsea versus Arsenal, which means there's going to be hella previews coming out, which you guys are going to see in the next coming days as well. So big up everyone who's locked in for what is shaping up to be an amazing week for Chelsea, but obviously we have to go and get the results as well. It is the big one, Chelsea versus Arsenal, London derby. You already know the vibes. Chelsea looking to get revenge for whatever calamitous display we dropped in Boxing Day, which I can't even really describe, to be honest. But it is a completely different Chelsea, both in terms of the mentality, in terms of the manager in the dugout, in terms of our form as well. Like, it's a completely different Chelsea, but it's also kind of the same Arsenal side. But we will delve into all the surrounding issues and then talk about Arsenal versus Chelsea. Egal, first off, how's your weekend been, my bro?
Yeah. Even though we won against West Brom, the real challenge was against Villarreal, and we lost. So everyone's deflated. The ramifications of that is still going on, and you can tell that the Arsenal fan base is just shattered to pieces after losing in the Europa League semi-finals. We at least expected ourselves to get to the final. Seeing the route to the final and everything, we didn't think Villarreal would beat us, but Unai Emery beating us, I guess it's poetic justice, beating Arteta and just leaving everyone in the mud.
Poetic justice, did you say?
Yeah.
So you see it as justice?
No, for himself, not for us, obviously.
No. In terms of himself, I understand that. But if you're saying it as justice, do you feel like things kind of went the right way for him, in a sense?
Listen, it was no Emery masterclass. Let's be real. He did not do anything well. We shot ourselves in our foot. We are our worst enemy. The only times where this season where we've had stinkers, you really think about it, we lost to ourselves. We don't get beat by other teams. We beat ourselves. Burnley, look at what we did against Burnley, literally giving them a goal. To even Liverpool, even against Man City, it was a tight game. We couldn't score a goal. Every big game we've lost this season. And every banterous game where we conceded a bunch of goals, besides Aston Villa, it's Arsenal's own fault. And once again, it's our own fault. And I feel like I wanted Emery out at the time, but if he was still here, we might be in a better situation. So that's why I say it's poetic justice.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about Arsenal throughout the entire season as well, because I know the conversations we've had throughout the season. I know the expectations of Arsenal fans, and we're near the end of the season as well. So we're going to talk about how your thoughts are with the way the season's gone, what your thoughts are for next season as well. But Oscar, what are you saying, man? How's your weekend been, bro?
Hey, I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling happy. We just came off one of the greatest weeks in Chelsea's history, and we could cap it off by beating Arsenal on Wednesday night. And if we do that, I'll be on cloud nine, to be honest. Very, very exciting times. Obviously, we've got the FA Cup final coming up, then the Champions League final. So this is the best time to be a Chelsea fan, honestly. From where we were a few months ago to where we are now, it's honestly night and day. So I'm just buzzing.
Damn right, and you couldn't have said it better yourself. Johnny, as always, in the words of great Matisse, lateness is greatness. How's your weekend been, bro?
Oh, it's been a lovely weekend, enjoying beating City twice, enjoying getting in the Champions League final again, third time. Hopefully win it for the second time, Egal. Yeah, we're all good, man. We're balling. Like Money Mace is balling. Like, as you can see, Ballon d'Or candidate very, very soon. So yeah, like, life is good. Life is good. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn right, and even fucking Billy Gilmore's dropping masterclass. So I swear that everything that you're fucking saying is coming up trumps. It's mad. Aye, Egal. First question I want to ask. I wanted to talk about the West Brom game, and I know the result doesn't really mean much to you, especially with the game against Villarreal on Thursday night. But what are your thoughts on what might have been an uplifting performance against West Brom, and how do you feel like that sets you out for the Chelsea game?
Hey, beating West Brom's not for everybody, but hey, just shameless. But let me say this: we shouldn't have conceded in that game. It was silly. It's such an Arsenal way to concede. The man ran from half and just conceded. It shows you at the end of the season, no pressure, that we actually have decent players. When we have no pressure, we can go and blitz teams, score goals, show them who we are. And this is why we have a bunch of guys who bottle it every single week in our team, because against Villarreal they couldn't do that, and that's what everyone was screaming against West Brom. It was not about the West Brom game. It was about, why couldn't you do this on Thursday? I know we don't want to play on Thursdays, but why couldn't you do it on Thursday? But you can do it against West Brom. You can do it against Newcastle. You can do it against other teams in the Premier League when Villarreal were not that good. So everything just goes back to the Thursday game, man. Honestly, no one really cared about yesterday's game.
Do you feel like it was because you didn't start Willian?
Okay, let's talk about Willian. Willian has been stat padding this season. He has stats in bunches, but he's not really contributing in victories. He contributed, I would say, in 3 to 4 games where he got majority of his statistics, and then at the end of the season, it looks like he has a lot of assists, and he has one goal for Arsenal. That was his first goal for Arsenal yesterday. He has 7 assists, right? And majority of those assists are passing the ball to someone from the left flank, and that person does 2-3 moves, get past somebody, and scores. And he's not really putting it on a plate for people. So to me, Willian has not contributed to any of our victories besides, I would say, 3 to 4.
It sounds like Willian, to be honest.
I didn't expect this. I thought Willian was a great player for you guys. I thought you guys were crazy for making fun of him.
Oh, no,
he was getting double-digit goals and assists. But this is what he does.
No.
Willian was a great squad player. He's a great squad player. He's not a player like when Hazard left, we kind of had to rely on him and Pedro, really. Let's get it right. But I think with Willian, you can't rely on him, just solely him throughout a season. Like, you need another player or two with him, and he complements them. But he's not that guy. He is a great squad player. Like, we would have loved to have him under Lampard last year. Probably. Sorry, we did have him.
We did. Yeah, we did.
This year, at the start of this year, should I say, he would have probably helped Willian, Lampard. But
really,
I think he would have.
Go on.
Just because of his mentality, he adds experience to the squad, because our squad's very young, and he probably would have allowed us to bed in like your Havertz's and Werner's.
I feel like he'd be in the way of their game time, to be honest.
Nah, see, I think Frank would have used him in those moments where we had some really bad injuries. And we didn't, like, if we had Willian in those periods, I would have felt a bit more confident. I think Frank probably would have got.
Like, we'd had Willian as an option, but would he have been a good option? Like, here's the thing. I'm gonna be real with you. I was done with Willian for years.
I think
since 17, 18, I was like, this guy's washed. Get rid of him. He can't do anything in the final third. He's great at ball progressing, good at tracking back, and that's it. But that's the thing. As soon as he gets to the final third, it's a brain fart.
I actually think, like, I agree with everything you just said, Lewis. And I think Willian at Chelsea, he's gotten even worse since he's moved to Arsenal, honestly. Because I thought him going there would actually be a good move for them, considering how last season Willian was actually quite important for us in those bigger games. Like, he was very, very important against Tottenham in that win. I can't remember which other win, but there was another win we had this last season where Willian was, like, really, really important in the top 6 games.
It would probably Project Restart. Because that was the only good Willian I saw.
Oh, he scored a penalty against City, didn't he? Or something like that. He turned up at the big games, but for Arsenal, he really, really hasn't turned up at all. Like, he's been way worse than that. And that's surprising, because they need to perform better in those top 6 games as well. So I thought he was going to help them do that.
You know, the most frustrating thing about him, he walks around the pitch like lackadaisical and like effortless. Like you know, when those players who walk around like 90% effort in the attacking third and 0 effort the rest of the game, when nothing, like, off ball, his movement is terrible. He doesn't look like he cares. And at times, almost his body language pisses you off. And also, being formerly from Chelsea and retweet and liking tweets and messaging heart emojis to tweets about or Instagram messages about Chelsea doesn't really help.
Wasn't he wearing off shin pads?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Do you know what, Egal? Do you know what, Egal?
People generally don't like anything to do. People don't like him more because of the whole Chelsea relationship. But you know what? David Luiz, on the other hand, David Luiz also has a relationship with Chelsea. He used to play at Chelsea. He's been really good for us, but people can't get past his blunders that he's made, and the fact that he's formerly from Chelsea, he gets a lot of stick also.
But again, what I'd say is with Willian as well, he's come from elite mentality or playing for a club with elite mentality, and he's gone into Arsenal under a manager like Arteta.
What a low blow, John.
Well, it's not low blow. It's fair. It's a fair point. Like,
Gal is a guest, man. Come on, man.
Arsenal haven't got. I mean, even your guys on AFTV said it yesterday. Like, the mentality's not there, man. The mentality went like 8 years ago.
They don't have the minerals, do they, Johnny? They don't have the minerals.
We do have a mentality
no minerals, man.
We do have a mentality issue, but the biggest issue for me about the whole Willian thing is the deal and the amount of money he's on. Yeah. We gave him too much money for a player who's near the end of his time, and he's not contributing to the level of money that he's bringing that he's being paid. I think he's being paid around 220,000. I mean, a week. That is ridiculous for a player who's not contributing to victories. And when he's on the pitch, he's not affecting the game at all.
Egal, I don't want to be shameless, but didn't we have this conversation on the terrace a few months ago? And I said, this guy is the worst signing you could make. Didn't I say that? Bro? You know I love you, so I'm not gonna say it to you. But I told you, man, this guy is so inconsistent, man. Literally,
that's the ball. Their board's crap.
I thought, you know what? He's better than Reece Nelson. He's better than some of these other options that we had. All we really had was Saka and Pepe. But you know what? Besides that, Willian as a third or fourth option off the bench, to me, was a good upgrade. Let's be real. From that perspective, it's a good upgrade. But when you see him playing week in, week out as a first option on 220K a week for 3 years, that is actually you're ruining our future.
See, I don't think Willian's your biggest problem. I think it's Aubameyang, man. I genuinely think it's Aubameyang.
Yes.
Everyone's blaming Willian, right? Or a lot of the Arsenal fans have given it because he's a Chelsea boy and that. But the bottom line is, Aubameyang's been shocking, man. Like, he's not delivered anything since he signed that contract. Nothing.
But that's exactly why.
It against Villarreal as well. Villarreal, he bottled it, man. He bottled
the last few weeks I can allow because of malaria and everything like that. But the season in general, it was obvious that you give him a contract that big just for winning the FA Cup. It's like, I'm not surprised that his motivation levels have completely dipped and he's nowhere near the same player that he once was, because you have him on for nearly 400k a week.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, though. He's gone through a lot this season. Personal issues. He's gone through going on
malaria as well.
He's gotten malaria. His mom was ill. He had to take personal time off to go see his mom in Portugal. Then he had to come back, quarantine. He also had a situation where he was with the Gabon national team, where he was stuck in the airport. Literally had to sleep in the airport.
Pause it there, Egal. Pause it there quickly.
There's been so many issues.
I want to back up Werner and Kai to all the Chelsea mans, who always give it big un. Listen to what Egal's saying. These things outside of football affect players. They affect players.
And even though
man, I literally support all of them.
Even though he's going through all these personal things, I still obviously expect more from him as our talisman. I still expect more from him as our main scorer and our main outlet up top, and as our captain of the club. I expect a lot from him. He has not delivered on that level. I understand that, but there's reasons why that is. And as fans, we have to understand that, you know what, we can't turn our back on these players, because if they were to score a game winner the next week, we're just going to forget about everything else. No, let's have the same energy. Let's understand and be balanced on both ends.
Exactly. Can I say something on Aubameyang just real quick? Because I agree with everything Egal's just said there. I don't think Aubameyang has had as bad a season as people are making out. He still scored some goals. Johnny, you mentioned Werner. Aubameyang has more league goals than Werner. Same amount of league goals.
But I'm talking about Oscar. I'm talking about him, the situation that's affected him in his first season. Aubameyang's had a season under his belt and he scored goals.
I'm not dissing Werner. I'm just giving the facts of the situation. He's got more goals than Cavani, more goals than Gareth Bale, more goals than same amount as Danny Ings, more than Sadio Mane. I think the issue for Aubameyang is simply how poor Arsenal have been. And there's not been like so many times where you've seen Aubameyang miss big chances. He's played and it's been unfortunate. Like literally the other day, he was the only chance of Arsenal winning that Europa League game. And Arteta takes him off with 10 minutes to go. It's just like ludicrous stuff, man. I blame Arteta more than I blame Aubameyang. I don't think it's the whole contract thing. I think all the things that Egal has mentioned are the reasons why he's only scored 10 goals. And if he was fully fit most of the time, that would be closer to 15, and no one would be talking about him.
We don't create enough chances for him to score 20 goals a season. If Aubameyang was getting the same amount of chances as Harry Kane or Timo Werner, these kind of guys, believe me, he would score more goals. We don't create enough chances. It's the problem is that the team is unbalanced. And bringing in Willian, bringing in some of the players that we did, and letting go of Torreira and Guendouzi, we brought more unbalance to our team because we're now depending on El Neni as our third option off the bench as a midfielder.
No replacement of Ozil Egal as well. Like, I mean, like Ozil is your creative midfielder. Like, he's the one who you look for the minerals to supply your attack. And
second mineral count.
Yes.
Bro, if you take a shot every time Johnny says minerals, man, I'll be passed out, man.
You're damn right. That's gonna start being a drinking game, you know. That's a great show. We'll do that for a watch along.
Yeah. So I would say that's where you've struggled, man.
Look at Jim pretending to work, man.
Yeah, bro, we didn't hear a word of that.
Can't hear you, bro.
Let me ask you guys this though. Getting back to the whole Arsenal thing, where did you guys expect Arsenal to be at the end of the season? At the beginning of the season?
8. I've said 8 on the terrorist prediction as well.
Around about that.
I give you guys more hope than you actually did, man. See, I'm giving you guys more props.
You're kind, Kai.
Yeah, we can hear you, Jeff.
Too kind, bro. Too kind, man.
Yeah.
Egal, you're getting ready to paint yourself blue.
Listen, I'm actually not gonna buy anything until it actually happens. So if it does happen, I'm not gonna be prepared. I'm gonna then order.
Is this serious? So what? You're gonna paint yourself blue if we win the Champions League?
Yeah, I'll buy body paint.
Listen, we can supply you the Dulux if you want to go. We can supply you it.
Mad.
No,
What do you mean? You guys have body paint.
yourself like this.
Have you ordered your paint yet, Egal? I'll see.
Yeah, he's getting avatar, man. Completely blue, man. Everywhere, everything is blue, man.
You're gonna look like a Smurf.
Man said everything. You're gonna be looking like one of them.
I didn't say everything. I said I'll paint myself blue. I didn't specifically say I was gonna paint myself fully, top to bottom. Relax.
You said you'll paint yourself blue.
Why would you do that, man? You know Chelsea are like the best when they're underdogs, man.
Listen, basically, I have actual reason why I shouldn't want Chelsea to win now. Besides just rival chat and banter.
Yeah.
So I'm praying you guys don't win. I'm telling you guys this right now.
Yeah, of course you are, because this is a perfect segue, and I want to ask you the question. So if Chelsea win 2 Champions Leagues and have double the European Cups of the rest of London, is London blue in your eyes?
He's gonna say no, of course, man.
Let me just say this. You guys asking me this question just goes to show you guys are not going to catch us. Because you need to have more league titles.
No, but from our eyes, we've already caught up to you guys. I just want to know if there's still an excuse from the Arsenal end if we have 2 Champions Leagues.
There's still unfortunately there's still a gap that you need to catch up to, which is 13 league titles.
Yeah,
how many FA Cups?
The gap is just your FA Cups, and
No. You guys. Okay, so how about this? Take away FA Cups, right? Take away FA Cups. Yeah. Take away all those other things.
Take away your community shields.
If Man City, take away community shield, take away League Cup, take away FA Cup. Fine, right? We're just looking at European trophies and we're looking at league titles, right?
I haven't got any.
If you want to just do that, we still have more trophies than you.
Yeah, but Gal, two Europas, 2 Champions League equates for at least 10 Premier League titles alone.
That's not how it works. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the actual number of trophies available.
First division titles as well.
Okay, how about this? Let me flip it on you guys. Since we're on a Chelsea channel, ask every single one of you guys. If Man City win this Champions League, they have more league titles than you. They now have the same amount of Champions League.
They'll have the same amount of league titles as us.
No, they actually would have 7 league titles after this season.
Let me check.
After this season, they will have 7 league titles because they're going to win this league. So that's 7.
They will have 5 Premier League and 2 First Division Cups.
Okay, yeah. So they'll have 5 Premier Leagues and 2 First Division Cups. That's 7 total trophies. Plus, they'll have a Champions League. So if you guys are counting that 1 Champions League as this massive thing,
but we got 2 Europa
hypothetically,
Leagues as well.
then no. But hypothetically, based on your own logic, then Man City would be a bigger club than you, and you guys will now have to worry about surpassing them before you even get to us.
They're not going to have
no, because if with that logic we think they're bigger than us, then we also think they're bigger than you.
Okay, but then you're superseding that Man City are bigger than you.
Manchester
If
City
you're-
are a good team.
They're a very good team, man.
I ain't gonna
No.
I ain't gonna look down on Man City.
No,
You
but
guys have
based
been
on
mid-table for the last 2 years.
based
2
on the
years.
fact that you guys
No,
are
not 2
looking
years.
at
Come on, 5, man.
based on the fact that you guys are looking at the
Yeah, it's a
actual
quicker decline than I thought.
trophies on the table, they will have more trophies than you guys after this
No,
season.
they won't have more
No,
trophies
they
than
won't.
us.
They'll only have
No, they
more league
won't.
titles. They won't have more trophies.
Okay, they might not have more trophies than you, but they're closer than you think. They're currently, I think, on 27 or 26 trophies, major honors. How many are you guys on?
We are on 26.
Take that in. They literally could surpass you with winning Champions
Yeah,
League.
but like 4 of us are European.
But then they could surpass you
why
with
are they
winning the
European?
Champions League too, with our logic.
They do have a Europa League, you know. I'm pretty sure Man City won a Europa
Do
League.
they?
don't.
No,
No,
they
they
didn't.
No,
don't.
they
No, they
definitely
don't.
not Europa League. It
They've
might
not,
have been like
they've not
Nah,
won
they
a
only
Euro.
have the Cup Winners' Cup, and that's
They have
the
a-
only
yeah, Cup
European
Winners'
trophy
Cup.
they have.
That's the equivalent of the Europa League, no?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
nah. But even
think
we've
it's
won
more
a
of a
Cup Winners'
Super Cup,
Cup.
man.
Even
I know
we've
what
won
you're
a Cup Winners'
saying,
Cup.
but
So,
Europa League is a bigger.
when
bigger
it
cup.
comes to European trophies, there's a gap between us and City, like a big one. Even if they win
Okay,
the
and when it
Champions
comes to
League,
total
it's
trophies, even excluding the Community Shield, there's a gap between us and you guys.
that's how you want
Yeah,
to see
but
it.
Champions League
So
is something else, man.
This is
Champions
why.
League
This is
is
why I've
uncomparable,
now
man.
hijacked the conversation and brought it back to City to show you guys the fact that you just said there's a gap between you and City. It just goes to show you once again that there's a gap between us and Arsenal. You guys and
No,
Arsenal.
I don't.
You guys
I
will
don't see there is a
constantly.
gap though. If they win the Champions
No.
League, they deserve to be in the conversation same way. I'll keep
Yeah.
the same energy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how prestigious the Champions League is, man. In a lot of countries in Europe, they don't consider it a big club unless you win the Champions League. In Germany, they don't consider it a big club unless you have the Champions League. Same thing.
Okay,
in
so-
Portugal,
And you've been
That's-
playing in
that's-
it consistently as
Same
well.
with
You've got to be in
Same
it
with Italy.
consistently.
That's not 100% true. Let's be real.
bro, you can talk to any
What do you
person in Europe, man. Like they would not consider a big club unless you have the Champions League.
Everyone watches the
Hi,
Champions
hi,
League final.
That's a personal opinion. That's not the gauge and barometer of how big your club is. Let's be real.
If you look at the football players, right?
Anyone who says Atletico Madrid is not a big club because they never won a European trophy, that's ridiculous.
If you
I
look,
wouldn't say
anyone
they're
who
not
says
big club, but
Leon-
they're definitely
Anyone who
missing the
says
Champions
Leon
League.
historically is not a big club because they've never won the Champions League is
But
No,
if you,
but-
if you
Yeah,
ask
but
people,
if you- yeah, but if you win it,
some
if
of
you
the
Like,
win
greatest
it,
teams.
you're
if
on.
we
Some
talk
of the
about
greatest
recent
teams in
history-
history.
let
Some of the
me-
greatest
let me-
teams in history
let me
never
get this
won
one.
the
If we
Champions League.
talk about recent history, all that
Yeah.
Arsenal have done the last 15 years is 4 FA Cups.
Yeah, they've done nothing.
Yeah, we won 4 FA
Since
Cups.
Wenger-
Which is
Wenger's
exactly
there.
why I'm saying London is blue. I'm not saying London is blue based on everything you've done from 1900s to now. I'm saying it based on we are the only
Like,
team in London that wins things. We are the only team in London that progresses to the finals or tournaments. We're the only team in London that actually gets trophies on a regular
We're
basis.
Compete. We
We're the only
compete.
ones that do anything.
Okay, but if you're going to also include your former accolades in your argument to say why you're blue now, we're going to also include our former.
I would
accolades.
just say the Champions League and be done with it, if I'm being completely honest.
No, for me, there is no bigger trophies in the Champions League. If you ask any player on the planet, who would you rather play for? A team who won the Champions League or a team who won the Premier League? They'll tell you the Champions League. The prestige of the Champions League is something different, man. Like
Listen,
that, every football fan look forward to that.
If Pep
I
doesn't win the
take it as-
Champions
I
League,
take it
he's
as-
failed. He's failed.
It's two arguments. It's two arguments. Are we arguing the club or are we arguing the team right now? Which team is better? Because
The
if
club.
we argue the
club.
team right now, which team is better, we know which team is better. But if we're arguing which club is better in a better situation right now, once again we know the situation. But if we're arguing the history of the two clubs, that's where you don't have an
But
argument.
that's irrelevant, man.
But
That's irrelevant.
but Chelsea have
It's
won
like-
one trophy bigger than
I have a good metaphor to this. I have a good metaphor to this now. If you're gonna judge a company like Apple, you'll judge Apple based on what it is now, or you judge it based on the company that was when Steve Jobs first came to it, man.
No, but you don't judge a football
Is
team.
the value of it now, man. Of course you
Listen,
do. Of course you
you
do.
don't judge a football team
Because
like-
Microsoft and IBM were booming way before Apple, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, yeah.
why does this? Why are we talking about the
And,
team in
and
China?
Apple's
Get back to the
overtaken.
topic that
Yeah,
we're
but
talking
Apple's overtaken.
Look at the-
Apple's overtaken. So that's
Look at
like
the value of your
Chelsea.
club now. Look at the value of your club now, Egal. You can't sign top players. You can't sign them because of the reason is the value of your club right now in football terms is not very high.
No, but the value of your club is also inflated by the debt that Roman has to the club. Anyone who buys the club will have to
But he
pay.
doesn't have to claim.
No, they won't.
He's
He'll wipe it out.
those debts.
He'll wipe it
He doesn't
out.
have to claim those debts though.
He'll wipe it out.
No, Jem. What I'm saying is, if anyone was to buy Chelsea, they would have to pay Roman an extra billion just to purchase the club because of the money that he's pumped
Yeah,
into.
but that goes for any club. That goes for
Yeah,
any top
it-
club.
Not necessarily. Not
Yes, it does.
necessarily.
It does. Kroenke,
You're wrong.
the
You know where you're wrong.
Glazers-
When Roman bought
the
Chelsea,
The valuation
Hold
for
on,
Chelsea.
The Glazers will want to sell. They'll want to make and some on top. The
But they will,
Kroenkes
whatever they
will want to
own.
sell and
By
on
the club.
top.
Yeah.
The FSG will want to sell and more on top. That's just business. That's the
No,
fundamentals
but-
of business.
Johnny,
So-
what I'm talking about is superseding what you're talking about. I'm talking about the fact that if Chelsea was to be sold today, their valuation would have to include the outstanding amount that Roman has pumped in that he'd want reimbursed to him on the day of sale.
But he already, the reason the club value is increases because of the investments he made. When he got Chelsea as a football club, it was worth 200 something million, and now it's worth over 3 billion, man. And the value of a club, it's already more expensive than Arsenal. It
Okay,
doesn't matter.
and on top of the current valuation, the person who would buy the club would have to pay more.
Yeah,
based on-
but you're talking about the current asset of the club, what the club is worth. You're not you can't just basically tell me, oh, he owes this much, because again, that's just a valuation. That doesn't mean the club is
Anyway,
the club owes him anything.
You
That's just
guys
the
are just
value of the
relying on
club.
your history like Liverpool. Let's be serious. You
Are
sounding
we
more and
relying
more
on
like
history?
You
Wait,
are.
Or
Yeah.
have
You
you
know
actually
what-
added to that
you
history?
know what liquid liability is, right? You know what a liability
Come
is.
on.
Listen, we have tried to add to that history throughout the past season. Even though we've been bad, we've been a cup team. As bad as we've
Yeah,
been, we've
exactly.
been a cup team.
Yeah, but
It's down
The
to
worst of
mentality.
it.
The mentality's
The
gone.
barrel
The
of
whole
the
from
gap.
the top. Hold on, from the top of the Christmas tree all the way down, mentality's dead. It's gone. Since Wenger left, there's no winning mentality. There's
There's been
no
no
ambition.
improvement. Yeah, there's been no
There's no
improvement.
development. There's no
Yeah.
nothing.
but
And
you know
we're
what?
stagnated at the moment.
It's not fair though, Johnny.
No,
It's not
add
fair because
something.
they don't have the owner that we have. It's not fair to be
No,
like.
it
Yeah,
does.
but don't let
Ambition, they
Kroenke buy
can.
you then. Don't sell it.
It's not- it's
Like
not that
when
easy.
Gazidis
You
went
know
and
it's not easy,
and,
bro. It's not that
David
easy. You
Dean
can't say
left.
no, man.
when they left, right, and Wenger left, the whole business model, the whole structure of Arsenal Football Club went to shit.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
that's the
irrelevant.
bottom
It went
You
to
can't
shit a
control
long
it.
time ago. Listen to this. We had a chance to consolidate our power when we were at the top. When we were winning league titles back in the early 2000s, late 90s, when we were always second or first, we had an opportunity
Very early
at that
2000s,
point
by the way,
to
man.
consolidate our powers to be as high as Manchester United. We dropped off from going from constantly being first and second to now then being what? Third, fourth, then always being fourth, and we settled for fourth. That's where the stagnation happened. So now that we're fifth and eighth and 10th, I don't only blame the most recent seasons. I blame going back then because we were so
Yeah.
close to winning league titles at that point.
Yeah, but is that
We-
Wenger? Is
on
that
the image.
Wenger not wanting to spend, like everyone was saying, or is it the board weren't giving him money to spend?
Lewis,
No,
if you can click on the
they
image,
spend, man.
that's
Nobody
what
They
They
I'm
spend
talking
money.
about.
You see the
They
share
have to do
screen? I'll
spend
put it
money.
up
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Just click on the image. Click on the image.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
and then
Yeah, there we go.
yeah. So what you can see right there is we were up there. We stagnated to a level where we became complacent. And when we came second against that season where Leicester won the league, that was the worst thing that happened because us finishing second meant that we didn't even think of improving the next season, and we fell off
Yeah.
even more. Then we
Egal,
finished
after
fifth.
2005, you just become pretty much all right, you finished fourth, but then you finished fourth, third,
But
fourth.
you know
pretty
what's
much
funny?
disappeared. You was never
Yeah.
challenging at that point.
Jim, you
Listen,
know what's funny?
2005
You know
onwards,
what's
you were gone.
You know what's funny though? Everybody's talking about Liverpool being a big club, but if you fucking show Liverpool the same fucking date as this, most of it is 6th, 7th, and 8th.
And Liverpool, they've just won a
That's fact.
title.
That's fact.
They've gone from winning a title in Champions League to
Yeah.
this season,
But bro,
maybe
he's
just
talking
making
fact.
Europa.
Liverpool
Maybe
has never
look
been
at
a Premier League
Liverpool.
team, man. Liverpool
If
has
you look at
the only
Liverpool-
big clubs in the Premier League, in my
Chelsea,
opinion.
Chelsea and City, the only one since Manchester United.
And now
Since
City's
Manchester
fifth, man.
United, because Arsenal they dropped off ages, and United was still doing things right. And then you had City and you had Chelsea, and we're all winning titles. And then obviously Pep's come and he's swung it around, and Sir Alex left, and United has struggled ever since. And they're just starting to build towards. They got ambition still. They still got
Yeah, but-
ambition.
But when was
Arsenal-
Liverpool ever in the conversation other than the 2013-14?
Okay, yo, let's
That's
bring it back to
and
this game.
disgust you, man.
Before we bring it back to this game, I'm just gonna say one thing. Kai, you're right, but at this point, we've had 17 years without a league title, or how many of years it is, we could be the next Liverpool in the sense that it could take us 30 years to get back to that. And you know what? Now I understand how these Liverpool fans felt, because it's terrible. Yes, we're winning
You've
Europa
lost your
League.
buying power, Egal, massively. You know
Yes,
that.
we almost won the Europa League, but to me, winning the Europa League would have been the icing on the cake to a terrible season, and it would have masked over a lot of stuff.
It would have.
that
You lot would have
Don't
thrown a
lie.
party.
You would have had the trophy parade,
lot
just
would have
like
thrown
it
a
back for
party.
2019.
You know
Listen,
what, Egal?
I'm
Even
shameless.
if-
I would have taken it. I would have, just like all the Arsenal
You would have
fans are
said
probably
European champions and everything. I am
Yeah,
sure
they'd
of
be
it.
like, we won a European trophy. Yeah.
Big up
Even if
over
you're
it.
in-
love
even
it.
if-
I would love
even
it.
if you're in Champions League, yeah, you'd still not be able to pull like Chelsea and City are pulling.
Yeah,
Listen,
this
way.
is the difference
if you
between
guys
the
are a
two
better
clubs.
team, you don't
Chelsea,
need to go. If you're a better team, for banter, you can compare yourselves to us. But realistically, right now we're fighting in two different
We're leagues,
fighting in
mate.
two different leagues.
Chelsea are.
Literally, you guys are in the Champions League next season, guaranteed. Where we're pretty much going to be.
I mean, it's still
playing
not
a
guaranteed though, Egal, for us. Even for us, it's not
I say
guaranteed.
something about Europa League.
We still need to win against you guys. We
Europa
just
League
won
is
games.
undervalued. In my
Premier League
opinion,
last
it's
2
harder
decades
to win the
has
League
been all
Cup than it is to
Chelsea's
win the
clear.
Europa League.
Yeah,
The
one
League
sec,
Cup.
Chris. One sec. I'll break saying Premier League last 2 decades has been all Chelsea clear. That's probably since the 2003 period. Go on, Chris. What were you saying?
I was going to say there's the difference between the two clubs. It took Chelsea 2 years to win 2 Europa Leagues. It took Arsenal 5 years to win none. There's a bit of a difference of levels of to the two clubs right now the last 20 years.
Okay,
Without-
when you
without
won your
stability
first
as
Europa
well.
League, did you not
Debating
fail in the
this, though.
Champions League?
Did we what?
Pardon?
When you
I
won
think
your
Arsenal
first
fans
Europa League,
know
did you drop
that
out
our team is
from the
better than
Champions
theirs.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. I
But
didn't
what
like
did we
it.
drop out? But what did we drop out the Champions League as?
European champions.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean okay? Yeah.
I genuinely believe if we would have dropped down some of those years when Arsene Wenger had good teams, we probably would have won the Europa League too. In my opinion, the Europa League is the
Egal.
same level.
The biggest fact about it,
Even Arsene Wenger struggled in the Europe.
So
every
bring
time-
back Arsene
Arsene
Wenger.
Wenger never played in the Europa League except for the last 2 seasons.
Egal.
Those teams were trash.
Every time Chelsea have
Team was
entered
better
the
than it
Euro-
is now.
Every time Chelsea have entered into the Europa League, they've won it. Think of it like this.
I think they just downgraded on Wenger every time, man. They just got inferior managers. Plus the football,
Emery
Arsenal used
wasn't
to
even
have
that
really.
bad. Emery made them more of a threat. They
You
made
Yeah.
top 4 by 2 points. And they made it to Europa League final.
You guys remember the Wenger football, man? The short passing. That football was Arsenal, man. Now,
Egal,
now
do you
it's
regret
they're playing
getting rid of
Burnley.
Emery for Arteta? Do you regret
What?
that? Do you regret getting rid of Emery?
No,
We're
Emery was
getting rid of
average, man.
Emery.
Yeah.
No, because Emery, yes and no. No, because he lost the dressing room, but yes, because if we got rid of some of the players and that were downing tools, we might be in a better situation right now.
Do you not think he would have
Yeah.
won the Europa League this season though, if he was Arsenal manager?
Ooh.
Once again, he lost the dressing room, so you would have had to get rid of at least 7 to 8 players.
No. But here's the thing. And to be honest, even in that case, fine. Go on a dressing room clearer. I think you still need it now. But when I saw Arsenal fans talking about Villarreal, Arsenal, the main thing they were worried about is how much of a stat pad that Emery is in this competition.
yeah.
How much he
Yeah.
knows it. So
Yeah,
if you
for sure.
guys are that worried about facing him as an opponent, wouldn't you rather have him on your side?
Tired, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, honestly, man, if we go back to Emery at Arsenal, nobody wanted him at the back end of his time at Arsenal.
But was that correct?
Nobody wanted Sarri Egal, and he won a Europa and got top 4.
We were on
Yeah,
14
it's a
game.
different thing,
We
though,
were on 14 game run where we did not win a game. We drew or lost 14 games in a row. After he lost that game, fans weren't even going to the stadium. Let's be real. If you remember that Frankfurt game just before he got sacked, nobody was at that Europa League game.
Do you think fans would be going to games in December?
Listen, I got offered tickets to go to the Brighton game, last game of the season, for free, and I turned it down. I think people are still gonna go, but some people won't.
Other one saying 192k, 110k, 110k, 100k, 100k. Decipher Arsenal fans. How many men have you got on these wages, and what players specifically? Because I feel like he's trying to call
Willian.
players out. Willian's on the back end of that. That's the worst part.
Willie, Big Willie.
Willian's on 200k, 200 plus.
Willian ain't 200k. No way. He's on
He's
100.
250.
He's on
Willian
No,
is
220.
actually after bonuses and everything, he can get up to the high end 220.
That's a daylight robbery.
I can't believe you bought Willian, man. I can't believe.
You paid
the
for our
only,
agent. You paid for
you
our
know,
agent, man.
you know what? The only few times that Willian had shots on target is when we had triplets, man.
Ah!
But yo,
That's fine, man. I don't know why you
let's
guys
bring it back to
Did you know
the
that,
actual
Lewis?
game. Who's gonna play against us? What kind of defense?
Kai
What kind of
Havertz.
midfield, what kind of
Kai
attack?
Havertz.
No,
Most
no,
likely.
no. We'll go to the game where you got Willian on 200k a week.
Yes, bruv. Did you know that?
No,
For
that is
3 years, Lewis. For
no,
3
that is-
years, bro.
If he
For
gets
3
all his
years.
bonuses, if he gets
You gotta
all his
laugh.
bonuses, he can get up to 200.
Did he get 200k a week this week because he finally scored?
I don't know,
Matty.
but I think it's net. I think it's base like 190, but then it can go up to
Oh, that's
200.
still
So he
high.
just needs to
Daylight
get
robbery.
his assist and stats up.
He's
He
getting-
gets his P. Wow.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
getting paid more Arsenal did at Chelsea.
Willian is a hustler
for 7
man.
years, man.
He's a hustler in this game.
Willian in the fur coat, bruv. Arms crossed,
I
chilling,
need to
man.
learn.
Listen, people say I don't give you guys credit. I'll give you guys credit for one thing. You guys seen that you guys had a situation where you guys could be playing better. You got rid of Lampard, and now you guys find yourself in a European final.
thank fuck for that, man.
And
No. It's not about getting rid of Lampard, right?
No. I'm just saying. You guys find yourself in a better situation than you did at the middle of the season, and
Obviously,
Well,
man.
he
Every
still
manager,
did
man.
more. He still, apart from when you lot win the FA Cup, he still got us Champions League, which, in my opinion, is worth more to me for our progression to do great things than winning the FA Cup. And we could have
That's
won
true.
it still, and we're in the final. So for me, that if Pulisic wasn't injured, we would have done you lot.
Johnny, what are you
That's not
talking
the fun
about?
one no more.
Johnny, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Lampard comparing.
Johnny's defending Lampard, even though it was trash, man.
Arteta.
No one's comparing Lampard to Arteta. This is where you're misconstruing what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just complimenting your team finding their way to get into
I know.
a final
And I'm backing.
and a FA Cup, and now it's turning into comparing Lampard.
I'm backing because all the fan base they all wanted Lampard out. They wanted him out.
Amazing day, man.
And I didn't want
January,
him
man.
out.
Great day.
I was backing him, and I'm just saying, like everyone's like, "Oh, thank fuck for that." Yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, Kai. At the end of the day, right?
Oh, don't go back to this point.
If we didn't get top four, we wouldn't have signed Kai Havertz, Werner's, Thiago Silva's, and we wouldn't be where we are.
All I will say is
hold
20th of January, great day, man. Great day.
But they would have been like, oh, he won an FA Cup, yeah? If it's Arteta, we won an FA Cup, we've been successful, but we ain't made top four, all right?
Yeah.
Then you'd be like, oh, Lampard in the mud. But he didn't. He progressed us as a
Johnny,
club.
you're shameless. The guy was sliding all the way down to 10th, man. You're shameless.
Man. We were 6 points off top
You
four.
guys were tied on points with us before Lampard got signed.
Exactly,
man. We were
man.
Still ahead of you, bro.
6 points from top four. It's nothing.
Yeah, I
Look
can't
where
lie.
we are.
That's like the standard of how bad it was that we got level on points with you guys. Because before we played Arsenal, I think we were 8 or 9 points clear of them.
Yeah.
Then we just
That's what I'm saying. We were sliding down, man. Like there's no anybody's business.
But this is the thing.
Yeah,
Now,
I had Lewis on stream contemplating Arsenal could be back, next season if we did the right thing.
If we did the right thing in the summer, but that also depended on what the manager did. We said if Mikel Arteta made the right moves in the summer, and
The pain I was in. You know what, Lewis? You know what? Can I say something? Can I say something, Lewis?
Go for it.
The pain that I was in on the Egal watch along, man. When Xhaka scored that fucking free kick, man. I still get bantered about that, man. So Chelsea
crying.
revenge these guys, man. I was.
He left. He left.
That was painful, man.
I wanted to leave. When Martinelli nearly scored that overhead kick, the laptop went flying. I was like, no, if Martinelli scored that overhead kick to make it 4-0, I would have cancelled the
Bro, I
watch
was saying
along
it's the
too.
three Arsenal fans. There's me rolling up there like, yeah, we're going to smash him. And
Yeah, someone should recreate that. Man.
Oh, mate, it was bad.
Laptop flying.
No, but like I was saying, like we said, you lot would be in a good place next season if Arteta made the right moves. But with how Arsenal have been this season, and with just how mediocre you guys' performances have been, and also you guys getting knocked out of the Europa League too, I want to segue into this and ask you the question: Arteta in or out?
Oh, God.
And don't sit on the fence.
Listen, bro. I think it's counterproductive. I think it's counterproductive.
man. Don't tell me what to do, bro.
I genuinely think it's counterproductive to discuss in and out when we know the situation with the owner.
Counterproductive. What are our words going to achieve?
Nothing.
What are our words going to achieve, Egal?
Not much.
Exactly. So we ain't gonna have any impact. So we can have the discussion. What are your thoughts on Mikel Arteta, and do you want him in or out?
Is he good enough?
Listen, at this point, it's still a tenable job for him, but I don't think he's the man to get us further.
So you're saying he ain't got the minerals?
So you're
then?
saying Arteta out?
Again with the fucking
I'm not
minerals,
saying
man.
Arteta
Jesus
out.
Christ.
He's too inexperienced.
He's going to be in the
He's
job.
inexperienced.
He ain't the right man for the job.
Listen. He's going to be in the job. I'm still going to support the team. I'm still going to hope that they do well, but I'm not going to be screaming and shouting, I want him out every single day, because I feel like that's counterproductive.
But you
Okay.
don't
Bro,
trust him as a
I can't
manager.
be Arsenal, man. I can't be an Arsenal fan.
So basically, you're saying if he
never mind.
goes, you understand he is like sacking pretty much.
If he was sacked tomorrow, it would probably be for the best. But
Yeah,
if
but
he
who-
but if he
yeah, but who's
stays,
gonna get
but
Gal?
if he stays until the remainder of the season and he's here next season, I'll support the team.
Just get
No
your
matter
brain
what.
hot.
But Gal, what manager? Let's be real. All right. Let's say they sack Arteta.
Allegri.
What manager are you going to get? Realistically, going to get that's going to want to come and going to probably know that he's not going to get a lot of funds. Who's going to do? Who's going to walk into that job? He needs major surgery.
Agent Frank Lampard.
No, man.
No, Frank will never go there. Never go.
Graham
Please,
Potter.
Who said
Honestly,
man?
it's a serious question because
No.
I look at a manager like Graham Potter for you lot.
I have two right here. You got Allegri and you got Rafa Benitez that are two candidates that could come into the job that are currently unemployed, that would come into the job and they would do a good job and they play pragmatic football to a certain level. They can get the best out of senior players and they would do well. I am personally not saying, you know what, these are the solutions to our long term, but I'm saying, you know, these are
Rafa's a
two
good
candidates
shout,
that are off the top of my head.
Yeah, but Gal, don't you
Those are
think
good
Potter
shouts.
brings you the brand of football that you
No.
Listen,
that
I don't
Arsenal are
think
about?
if I
That's
have
the
a
fuck
choice between Graham Potter or Rafa Benitez or Allegri, I'm taking Rafa Benitez or Allegri.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about Jose Mourinho?
They're like you, Johnny, man. Let the guy just choose whatever he wants, man.
Potter's had one really good season, and people are saying like the Southampton manager Ralph Hasenhuttl as well. I think let those managers be where they are. Let them cook for a couple of years and get good. They haven't done it in the Premier League for long enough to warrant a job like the size of Arsenal. So I think the two managers you mentioned, Allegri and Rafa,
Allegri will go.
the Arsenal should be knocking on their doors right now. They should be calling them up right now.
You guys want to know an
I
honest
just
story?
realised Jose
Let me
just
tell
went
you how
out.
messed up this club is.
Arsenal look for Saudi, man. Come on.
We interviewed 8 candidates, right? And then at the last day, Unai Emery flew to Atlanta, came back as Arsenal manager. The 8 candidates never even got a chance. and Arteta was one of those 8 candidates the first time around. The second time around, they just went to Arteta's house. They didn't even interview anybody else, right? And when we interviewed guys like Allegri and we interviewed, what's his name, Luis Enrique, they said to Arsenal, what can you offer me?
I thought, fuck that.
The Arsenal board took it as a dig. They're like, what do you mean, what can we offer you? Leave. We're not going to offer you anything. You can't make demands here when you're getting interviewed for a job. That's the way they spoke to these guys. So it's going to be tough for us to get a top manager.
That's because he knows that that Arsenal need him more than he needs.
But at the
you
moment,
guys.
Egal, what
That's
you got to bear in
probably
They were
mind-
demanding 200
Egal,
million.
Egal, any manager that
Really?
goes to Arsenal,
Not
I'm talking about top manager, could potentially tarnish his career.
I hear that.
Just hey, you guys,
Think
just
about
take
it.
Lampard,
It's
man.
true.
Take Lampard.
We did
man.
that to Emery.
Exactly. That's
Take
what I'm saying.
Lampard,
So
yeah.
why? I think
Take
everyone's getting the
Lampard.
question of what are you going to give back to me? Is a good question.
Lampard can get
We want-
experience.
Kai, Lampard's not going to Arsenal Spurs, bro. Let's just settle
Thank
that.
God.
Yo,
I don't wanna
you know
see him
what
in any
this
of their
team
games.
needs? You know what this
Take
team
him to the
needs?
championship, man.
This team needs either an experienced manager to come in that can get the best out of the players and can manage the board, or you need a project manager who has the scope to grow to being a great manager. At this point, I don't think we're gonna get the top of the top. We're never gonna get a Klopp or a Pep.
No.
Yeah, but you got Arteta thinking that he's worked under Pep for so long that he's going to bring.
Johnny, please don't talk about Arteta when you're still backing Lampard right now.
What do you mean? I back Lampard because he did it. Look, he had no managerial experience. All right,
Shows.
he played that. His manager experience was at Derby in the Championship. Forget Premier League. And then there's one thing managing the Premier League at Brighton or someone and managing Chelsea Football Club. So he's come in, he's got us top 4 with a transfer ban and no Hazard. all right, and we weren't a top 4 side. So in my book, that is top management. That's credible. That is high credit.
Egal.
Right?
And
That's
I did take us to the championship too, because that's the last time he was good at Derby, man. He
Listen,
wanted
Someone's
to
got
beat us.
Derby promoted, man. Come on.
Listen.
Yeah, he did. I
I'll say this.
defended
I'll
that.
say this.
Derby went down after Lampard.
There's nothing wrong with supporting a manager when he's in the job, but once he's sacked, bro, just give it up.
No, I still back him.
Our manager,
Give it up.
I'm sorry, our manager got us top 4 with a transfer.
Yeah,
ban.
man.
Like,
I hit
we-
so
But
much time ago.
once he's gone, I don't get. I get he's a great player, but once he's gone, just give it up. There's no point of talking about him no more.
Yeah, but go. I'm not going to just
No,
sit there and
but,
just
like,
take slander, bro.
It's hard because I'm
not
on
gonna do
Johnny's
that.
side because people slander Lampard all the time, and it's like,
Yep.
bro, he's our club legend, literally one of the greatest players to ever play for the club. And when he was a manager, he had like a really bad spell, but he also had a spell where he got us into the Champions League. So I don't hate on him. I don't slander him.
Was it
17-game
untenable at
unbeaten
the end of his time before he got sacked? Was it untenable?
Yeah.
Could you see
I think it
him
was.
still keeping the job?
I think he had to go, but I will never disrespect him.
There's nothing wrong with not disrespecting him.
As soon as Roman saw that 42% win rate over 2 seasons, man, he said, "Nah, man, you're going back to the
I think
championship."
Arteta's worse than
Bye-bye,
that,
man.
honestly.
What it was is the club didn't have the bottle to go for Tuchel at the start of the season, which is what they really wanted, because they wanted Lampard. They wanted Lampard as an interim. Let's have it right.
Oh, we might have had Tuchel from the beginning of the season.
That's
so happy.
really what.
Boys,
happened.
I'm out. See you in a bit.
See you
Yeah,
later.
see you later.
Take care, man.
That's what happened, yeah. And unfortunately, the guy overachieved, got top 4, got in an FA Cup final, and they got a transfer kitty. They went out, let's have it right, and bought pretty much the players that apart from Chilwell, I wouldn't say all those players are who Lampard wanted. So they're already building for.
But in the Champions League final, Johnny, then what does that mean about the players?
Can we talk about the actual game now?
Yeah.
Enough about Arteta.
Yeah, let's talk about the game if you want.
I'm going to tell you guys who's going to start for us most likely. It will either be, I think we're probably going to go with Leno. We're probably going to have Holding and Gabriel in the defense. We're most likely going to have Chambers as the right back. We're going to have Tierney possibly as a left back, being back after the last game. The midfield, I could see Xhaka still being injured, so it's going to be most likely Partey and Elneny. And then
no free kicks. That's good, man.
And then in front of that, you're gonna have probably Saka, Smith Rowe, Pepe, and maybe Aubameyang up top. So that's what I think our team would look like. What do you guys think your team would look like?
Kai Havertz could have a field day.
It's almost impossible to call our team, honestly.
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
It's like lottery.
All I know, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz is playing.
I don't even
played
think
because he got
you can be sure on that.
Yeah.
No, 'cause
Really?
Mount didn't play. Mount was left at home for the City game, so he definitely.
But
started.
Havertz, like, are you sure Havertz would start?
But
Like,
we have a final,
I think
Oscar.
he
That's
will.
what we need to a final against Leicester.
yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, isn't Havertz going to play in the
Look
final?
down on this match either. That's the thing, because we still have to consolidate top 4. We don't want to leave it to Aston Villa. We want to be in the position where Aston Villa top 4.
If we beat Arsenal, that's it. If we beat Arsenal, that's it, man. If we beat Arsenal, we're getting Champions
let me
League.
put it
It's
this
impossible
way,
for us to drop from top 4.
guys. Tuchel knew when he walked past Courtois and Erdin that he's a rat. He knows how much it hurt us losing to Arsenal that game. He will make sure that Mason Mount and Kai Havertz start banging in goals on Wednesday night. He knows this is a game not to lose and definitely not to draw. He wants a win. We have to beat
Arsenal shows up in these games. I'm not gonna lie to
Here's
you.
the thing: Havertz for me has to start in the middle against Leicester City, as a fact, because we're going to play a deep block against them. So we need to play someone who's going to deal with the little spaces in.
Don't you want Havertz to stat pads against Balding though?
What do you mean?
Enough about the Rob Holding slander.
Against Holding?
Yeah, he can give them problems. I would personally like to see.
Different problems. I'm saying.
Lewis, this is the
I think
lineup that
Vernon
they
needs a
have
break
up.
for this game as well.
This is the lineup they have up for who scored. Do you think this is the lineup that's going to play? 'Cause for Arsenal, I'll tell you,
I think Gilmore's in.
Odegaard might not play. It might be Pepe instead.
Yeah, Gilmore, good shout.
Do you guys think Billy Gilmore gets another start?
Yeah, I think so.
He can deal with their midfield.
I don't know. It depends if Kova's back.
I think
Yeah,
he
so I
does.
depend heavily on Kovacic.
Cover's not going to be fit.
No,
Like,
it's
Cover
too
wouldn't
big a
start.
game. It's too big a game for Kovacic.
If Cover
Like,
comes
to
back,
just
he'll be
run
coming back
into.
off the bench.
Too big a game.
You
Yeah,
just said
I
Gilmore.
agree.
We got
You
to beat
just
this
said-
team.
Easy on
No,
this.
beat this
man.
team.
Easy.
You just
I'd
said
rather
Gilmore.
Kovacic get minutes in this game, and then we see how fit he is with a gauge to the FA Cup final.
But he
No.
can get minutes off the bench, though. He's just come back from injury. I agree with Johnny. It might be too big to throw him in a game where
Yeah.
we kind
No
of want to
Kante
win.
though.
He's not even fit yet, so he's not going to be fit for the Arsenal game.
I think
We want him
Kante
for the
plays for this
final.
game.
We want him for the final. We want Kante for the final, fresh.
Yeah,
I
against
don't,
Leicester.
I don't see the need. I think with Gilmore and Jorginho, we've got enough minerals in there to deal with you lot. I think, to be honest with you, Havertz and Mount.
Are you counting the middle count?
And yeah, well,
Yeah, that's 4 now.
No, that's
Ziyech,
6.
Ziyech, I fancy Ziyech actually for Arsenal. I fancy Ziyech, but I think Adoy starts. At
Yeah,
wing back.
Adoy has to start ahead of Ziyech
Yeah.
for me.
No,
Not a right wing back.
as in, well,
What about
the
left
thing-
wing?
yeah, Mount might move to the left and Ziyech to the right to work with. No, sorry, Mount and Adoy on the right. Yeah, Ziyech
I want
might
James
not
to
play.
start at wing back only because I feel like Lampard really
Yeah.
fucked him for the last time we played Arsenal, and his form hasn't really been the same since.
He was injured, wasn't he, when we played Arsenal first time?
Yeah,
was
both him
injured,
and
yeah.
Chilwell.
And Chilwell.
Yep.
Oh, a question, lads. With the injury to Christensen, do you think we might see Thiago Silva in this game and not Zuma? Because obviously Zuma, I don't think he played that well in the 45
I
minutes.
thought-
he got against
I
City.
thought he did play well. He's just a bit like brain dead when he's on the ball, maybe. But like,
Oh,
his
Yeah,
Yeah,
ball
that's
was
not, that's
very
not
good.
playing well. To me, being brain dead on the ball is not playing well.
No, but like he actually did some really good tackles.
Man. You don't have to be brain
Yeah, I
dead.
know, but like that's just
Brain
Claude
dead.
Zuma bread and butter coming back in a good recovery tackle.
He's
He's
a little
always
brain
been
dead.
like that.
Jesus
That's called
Christ,
him brain
man.
dead, you know.
He played well, but he's a little brain dead. Nah.
Big up
hear-
Lamb
Scott
saying
Curry.
Gilmore walks into Arsenal's midfield. Egal, what are you saying? I think
I don't know too much about Gilmore.
regardless.
Gilmore's the GOAT.
I wouldn't be able
Gilmore's
to
the
give you
GOAT.
any information on that.
He's overhyped. He's overhyped again.
No, he ain't.
Honestly.
No, he ain't. Kyle.
Okay.
No, he
Yo,
ain't.
how about this?
He's not
Why don't we do a
overhyped.
combined 11 then?
Do you
Gilmore-
want to do a
You wanna
combined
do
11?
that? Oh, I don't want to argue with you.
Are you sure?
Man. Why
No,
would you
no,
do
no,
that?
no, no,
Let's
no,
just
no,
see.
no, no,
Let's
no.
just
We
for
could,
fun.
we could.
What,
do
with
a
these on the
combined
pitch?
11.
Just with these on the pitch, or are we doing? Are we doing?
Yeah,
the
like
whole
what are we
squad?
doing? Because we've got 2 first 11s.
You got it. Even
Yeah,
though-
no. We can do a
Yours, man.
combined 11. We can do a combined 11.
Let's just
I'm
see
cool
how
with
many
that.
guys get in. Do you want me to
Oh,
show
Yeah,
you
that's
guys?
cool. Right, Leno versus Mendy.
Mendy.
Mendy, yeah, come on, man. Even the guy knows Mendy.
Leno's
come on,
made
man.
too many blunders this season, especially.
No question. No many questions. No
You
question.
say
Egal's
Mendy.
not gonna like this.
Egal, there's no debate there, isn't it?
You got having a best 11 with Johnny is not gonna be fun, man. I'm telling you, man. Don't do it, bro. Johnny's gonna put
Yeah.
all the
2-1,
fans.
Okay.
6-0, 2-0,
Who's
2-0,
right back?
3-1. What?
Who's right back?
Reece James. Has to be Reece James.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I told you, man. You're not gonna get any players from Arsenal there, man. I'm telling you.
Well, not in their
Let's-
defence.
Man,
It's
good
just-
boy.
it's
What's
just-
Bellerin getting there?
Okay. Center back.
Thiago
Thiago
Silva.
Silva.
and
Thiago
Christensen.
Silva.
Yeah, I told you. That's okay,
Yeah.
man. You wanna go ahead and do that? Go, man.
Yeah,
Should we
this
just
is
give
a-
it the
So
left
we go
back?
Thiago Silva.
Egal, this
And
is a
who's the
bad
other
idea.
center
Christensen.
So there's no shout for anybody from Arsenal.
Well, the third choice is
Sorry,
Rudiger.
no.
So yeah, there's no shout.
Gabriel
Rudiger.
would have been
better than all
a
your
choice,
defenders.
but nah.
So you're saying Gabriel doesn't have a shout? You're saying David
Nah.
Luiz doesn't have a shout?
Wasn't Gabriel like
Nah,
poo-poo this
Christensen.
season, though?
They haven't been better than Rudiger this season. Let's be real.
Let's be real. David Luiz has been probably from the two teams. He's been the most progressive passer. He's been the best center back.
More than
He's
Thiago
actually
Silva.
linking up with the forwards. I would say in this situation it would be between David Luiz, Rudiger, or Gabriel. Who are you guys putting in?
Andreas Christensen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel that.
Christensen
I
to
feel
me is
We
that.
can maybe give him the left back, but even though I think Chilwell's better.
I would put Rudiger, but AC higher than that.
Rudiger I can back either. Like I think Christensen's had a better season, but I can hear Rudiger arguments. I'm not
I
gonna-
like-
no, you-
I like
no,
Rudiger.
no,
In fact,
no,
most of the
don't do
comment
this, man.
section is saying Rudiger as well, so we'll go with Rudiger.
This is Rudy's best season.
left back
Yeah.
has to be Kieran Tierney.
Well, you say has to be, but I will give it to you since you got no one. But I think Chilwell's better.
Yeah,
I think
Chilwell's
Chilwell's had
better.
a really good last few weeks.
Yeah.
Chilwell's had a bet.
No,
Chilwell's had a
it's not
better
even the last
season
few
than Tierney,
weeks.
for sure.
He's had a solid season since
I
that.
think if you look at
injury, kinda
Chilwell,
messed
the
him.
opposition he's played against with Real Madrid, the Porto's, Champions League nights, he's done the business.
Atleticos.
Yeah, he's done bits, man. But Tierney, I do rate him. I do
Yeah.
rate Tierney.
Yeah, we'll
give
give him
Tierney.
that. Guys,
We'll give you Tierney, man.
See, guys,
Midfield, I can't lie. You don't find the
you're not
player.
even gonna put the
You're not
kick man in there, man. I
getting
told you, man. Chelsea fans
Jorginho
are
first
shameless,
off.
man.
Jorginho Kante,
I
Mount.
told them,
That's
man.
it.
So Kante gets in, right?
Mount and
First-
Jorginho, it's over.
What?
Mount and Jorginho, and it's over. There's no.
See, I told you, man. It's not fun. I told you, man.
So you're not putting Partey in there. You're not.
I'd
putting
rather
Smith-
Kovacic over Jorginho.
You're not putting Smith
I'm
Rowe
not
in there.
putting Partey.
Smith
Who-
Rowe
who-
over
who-
him.
At pigeons all the time.
Egal, who would you put Partey over from Jorginho, Kante, and
Yeah,
Mount?
yeah.
Who do you
Partey's
think
looking at
Partey's
that
better
spin
than?
from Robbie still, man.
I
He
would,
didn't do
I
shit
would
the whole
play
season.
Kante. I would play Kante, Partey, and Mount.
Okay.
You get
not-
rid of Jorginho.
Not with the form Jorginho.
Yeah, I would get rid of Jorginho because even your own fan base
my
at times this
God.
season where Jorginho got out.
No. That's just the.
Okay, so you're
the-
saying,
the-
are you saying
the
Partey's had a
brain
better season
Let's
than
be real.
Jorginho?
Let's be
You're saying?
real. Partey would start in your team week in, week out. You'd
No.
find a way to get him in.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have
no.
Arsenalised him, but he's been Arsenalised all season and his form's dipped.
His form
Listen,
has
Partey
dipped.
has been shocking at times this season, but he has to get in this team. Let's be real.
No,
I
he
don't
doesn't.
see why he has to. If he was playing well, he would have to. But
He's been
hasn't.
injured.
Have
quite
you
a lot
guys
as well.
remembered any shockers from Kovacic this season?
Not really.
Yeah, even Kovar put above Partey.
Kovacic
Yeah,
has been
Partey couldn't even
consistent
put
all
the
season.
passes together.
I,
man.
I think Partey is a top player. But if you saw him on
He is.
Thursday night, Egal, like,
Money.
come on, he was shocking in your biggest game of the season.
You're telling me that doesn't look nice?
On
No,
paper,
I
maybe.
don't
nah.
like- I
Jorginho
don't like
to-
it.
I'll be,
I don't-
Egal,
I
I'll
don't
be
like it.
honest. Mount can
I'd-
do the work of Partey, no problem, man.
I'd
So
rather have
you could probably
Kovar
have
Got Mount.
Kovacic. You could probably have Kovacic.
Yo, Johnny.
Hey,
I don't
look,
know
get
what,
Partey
I
out
don't
of
know
here,
what
man.
you think.
Nah,
you
this
think
ain't
Mount-
mine. This is Egal's. Egal, get him out of here, man.
You
Oh,
got
Egal's doing this.
Jorginho. Yeah, no, this ain't me doing this. This is Egal doing
Oh,
it.
I thought it was this.
Nah. You
I
think I
thought
would have even
Lewis-
put Partey in there in the first place? Come on, man.
I've told you.
It's 'cause you met him,
Come on,
Right?
Egal. You might have a tackle.
Nah,
Right, yo,
I
right
told him,
wing,
man.
right
Don't
wing,
tell him, Johnny. I told him, don't do it, man. It's not
Right
gonna be
wing.
fun for you.
Oh, right
right wing
wing.
has to be Saka, surely.
Oh,
Saka's been good. I'm not gonna lie. No,
No
I'm
one,
not
none
gonna
of
lie.
your right
Saka's been
wingers have
good.
actually been producing at the level of Saka.
He's been better than Ziyech.
Well,
I
has
can
he?
give
Ziyech
Saka.
Ziyech has been clutch, man.
I
He's
think
had
Ziyech lately's been really good, but come on, Saka's been
Saka's been
consistent
better
all
than
season.
Ziyech. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
give you
just
that.
give.
I'm gonna be
give
real
Saka
about
a
pray
that.
for the rivals. What are you saying, bro?
Yes,
Give
Monster.
Saka a little bit of happiness, man.
You see this guy, man, trying to put Partey in over Jorginho.
Partey
Aye.
over Jorginho. If you would have
You
told me
can't
that,
even get
if you would have
Kovacic.
said that when Partey was still at Atletico, I would agree. But Partey does not get in this season. No.
That's what I said as well.
No.
This whole season, Partey's living off that Rover skin, man.
Alright, let's move on.
He's living off that whole fucking time. at
Left
Arsenal,
wing,
man.
left wing.
Ooh,
It's not even arguable.
Oh, Pulisic. Oh, I even forgot Pulisic. We've got too much
Timo
talent, man.
Werner.
Wait, why does Saka get in?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, Saka's in on the right.
We
No
should
one
have
on your
Werner,
right.
Saka's on the
Havertz.
right.
We should have Werner, Havertz,
Werner on the
Pulisic.
right.
Why
Werner,
does
Havertz,
Saka get in?
Pulisic.
Saka's been all right, but we our front three like Mount does not deserve. No,
Mount's a
take
centre
Mount
mid.
away from
Mount-
No, take him away from there and put him further forward, bro.
Oh, it's just
Wait,
it's
who?
just a
Wait,
4-3-3.
who do we put in centre mid then? Kovacic.
Kovacic, bro.
Yeah, Kovacic. I rate Kovacic
You're
more
saying,
than
you're
Jorginho.
saying take Mount out, put him in the
I
right
can't-
wing over Saka,
Yes.
and
Mason
put
Mount-
Kovacic in the midfield. Are you crazy?
Has Mason Mount had a better season than Saka? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course he is.
Of course.
Yes, of course,
Yep.
because he's a midfielder and he scored goals and contributed.
He's not. You know he's further forward, bro. You know
He doesn't play
Yeah.
midfield for Chelsea, man. He plays
Bro.
as 10.
He doesn't play.
Yeah,
He
you
plays like
know
a
what?
right forward, like a right forward
everywhere,
cam.
man. He plays everywhere.
Yeah, but
He
it's
does
hard-
that.
it's hard-
He's
it's
got
hard
the
to
minerals,
pass.
bro. Saka don't have the minerals
Saka
Yeah,
ain't got
Yo,
minerals, man.
now you guys have
Saka-
taken this mineral thing to another level.
because he has the
I
minerals.
can't lie.
G.
Monster's spitting, you know. I
I think-
feel like
I think
Mount's
if you
gonna have
want-
to go further
I think
forward.
if
mate.
you,
You're
if
gonna have
you
to
really
take
want
Saka
Saka
out.
in, Egal, if you really want Saka in, you're gonna have to play him at left back and take out Tierney.
We
the
would have a
comments-
whole front three of Mount.
The
We'd have a whole
comments
front
want
three of Mount.
Chilwell. The comments want Chilwell. I don't blame them.
Bro,
Nah,
I
we'll
told you.
give them Tierney. We'll give them that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
But
Yeah, that's what
told
I
you.
said. We'll give them Tierney.
If it's based on this season, it should be Saka over Tierney. Let's be real. Tierney ain't really done much.
Saka hasn't really played left back the whole majority of
Yeah.
the season.
Didn't he play left back yesterday?
Yeah, he
He did.
played left back yesterday, but he doesn't play that majority of the season.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Wow.
Who's left wing though?
Left wing.
I say Pulisic.
Nah, Pulisic only kind of just showed
Well,
up.
he's-
I know
he's
it's
just
not. Yeah, I could say what
They are-
Werner.
It's got to be
Werner?
Werner and
Because
Havertz.
Werner has to go in there.
Werner's,
Werner has to
Werner's
go
got 30 plus like goals and assists together. Oh no, he hasn't.
He
I was
doesn't,
going to
no.
put Werner in
What?
the middle.
No,
Stop trying
20,
to give him
26.
numbers, bro.
Chris is just
No.
making stuff up.
Werner Havertz.
20
Werner Havertz.
20
Werner
It's 26
Havertz.
goals and assists.
I got that 30 in my head, monster. I can't blame it.
Werner has
Sounds
to go
good.
in there. Werner has
Yeah,
to go in
Werner, man.
Werner goes-
Yeah.
He's been better than Bamyang this season.
He's had a
Yeah,
productive season.
he has. He's contributed. He's assisted. He's class, man.
He's actually got double-digit assists, which is really
Yeah.
impressive.
And
Yeah,
then
it
and then
is.
Havertz
Where's
up front.
Chilwell? Where the hell is Chilwell, man? Where the hell is Chilwell?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, I know. We had to give it to Egal. We had
It's-
to.
you
I
know
said
what's
Chilwell
crazy?
better.
There's so many players that. There's
Why is Saka still
Christensen,
there? I don't get
Yeah,
it.
I can't
There's
lie. We're still
Aspi.
waiting for Saka to get moved forward. I can't lie.
Yo, for who? For Havertz.
Mount's got to go further forward, and we got to put Kovacic in the middle.
Bro, you guys are mocking.
Yeah,
it.
take out
How are we
Jorginho,
mocking
yeah?
it?
Take out
How are we
Jorginho, yeah?
mocking it?
Put Kovacic there, yeah? And that's it right there,
No,
man.
no. You don't take out Jorginho. You take out Mount and put him further forward. You take out
Yeah.
Why?
Saka, bro.
Because
Why?
that's
You
where
take
Mount
out
plays.
Saka.
Because Mount's been better than
Why?
Saka this season, and no
Mount
one's
has
seen
been-
him.
Why?
Yo,
Why are you-
What's
telling me-
Saka? But Saka
You're
deserves
telling
to
me-
be there
okay,
for
no,
me.
no,
Saka
keep
deserves
this,
to be
keep
there,
this,
though. He
keep
does.
this.
Yeah, over
You're
10
telling
hate
me
it.
Pulisic has been better than Saka.
Yeah.
You can take. You can arguably take Pulisic out of there, but Mount has to go in there.
All right, why
That's
don't
the
you
amount.
take
Mount can go left wing then.
Egal, take Tierney out, put Saka left back,
That's the
then
what I
put
said.
Nah,
then
bro.
put, then
Let's
put
be real.
Kovacic
Let's
and
be
Mount
real,
up
guys.
top.
Let's be real. Let's be real. There is no way you can tell me Pulisic has contributed to more Chelsea wins.
He hasn't. He is
Saka
not.
has-
He is not.
He
contributed to
just
Saka.
had a
No, he's
goal.
not,
Right.
man.
Kazi,
No, he's
you
not.
score against us, bro. You
Yeah,
pay-
but
Bro,
what,
listen,
Egal, what we
listen,
basing
bro.
that? What we
Nah,
basing our choices on? Like
Saka,
a whole
was a
season,
19-year-old. The whole season, brother. The whole season, man.
Get
The
this
guy's been
Arsenal
injured.
sympathizer the fuck out of here, man. Who the hell is this? Get him out of here, bro.
No, but
Stink out
Kazi's
the place,
right.
Kazi.
If you guys are serious, you want to move Mount up, you can move Mount up.
Kazi's never been right. What are you talking
Look, yo, you can move Mount up.
Bro.
You
Nah,
can put Kovacic in there, whatever.
no, man.
Whatever
I like
you want.
Saka. I like Saka, man. That's the only guy I'm gonna vote for, man. Saka.
Oh,
that's
that's
about
great.
it, man.
That's great.
Saka,
Vote for
that's
him
it,
at
man.
left back.
No, you could. I accept.
Nah,
Put
Where's
Saka
Havertz?
deserves. Saka
Put
deserves to
Saka
be in this
right
team,
wing.
bro.
Where's
Man, I hate
Havertz?
with this guy.
Where's
Hating on a
Havertz?
young boy, bro. Man, allow him
Saka
the
right.
South Heat, bro. The South Heat,
Put
man.
Werner on the left again, and then Havertz in the middle.
Are you silly? What the hell? Havertz had a better season than Saka. Are you crazy?
Yeah,
John?
man,
I'm
he's
sorry.
balling,
Right.
bruv. He's
Where
balling.
is-
Man is,
So-
man
so
is
Egal,
on the highest grade of something.
Egal, are you doing it?
Why
based
the
on
fuck
who's
is
had-
Tierney
who's
there,
had the better
man?
season this season?
I'm basing it on this season.
We're giving him pity
If
points.
that's the case, then get Tierney out of there because Chilwell's had a better season than him.
Facts.
but-
He has.
Or if anything, duck Tierney out and put Aspi in there.
No.
Nah.
Chilwell deserves to be there.
Sure.
Chilwell deserves to be
I'm
there.
taking mental
Nah.
notes, you know. I'm
I
taking
love
mental
some
notes.
Aspie,
respect.
but Chilwell
Put
left
some
back.
respect on Chilwell, bro. Put some respect
Yeah.
on my Ben Chilwell, bro.
Aspie's
Yeah.
amazing.
Because if it's who's a better player, then we can have a bit of an argument there. But if you're saying who's had the best season, it's clearly Chilwell. There's no argument.
Yeah,
to that.
Tierney's been
Yeah,
injured
damn
most of
right.
the season. Isn't he
Mate,
still injured?
Mate, Tierney was 10th place, bro. This team.
No, he
We
just
didn't
come
have
back. I
50.
think he's just
He
coming
was
back.
15th
Yo, so you're
place,
telling
man.
me Rudiger's had a better season than David Luiz?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yes.
So doing seasons, then I can
Yes.
evaluate the whole
Yes.
thing.
When was
Yes,
David
He
Luiz
didn't play the
good?
first half
When
of the
was
season.
Reece
That's down
James
to
playing the
Lampard.
whole season consistently every single week?
What do you mean?
Reece James.
James.
Reece James. Reece James
Literally
played all
the
the time.
start of the season, he was the best right back in the league.
Is he
for
playing
about
every
4
game
months
now?
straight.
Everybody
Yes,
has
Wait,
holes
you're
in
telling
their
me
argument.
Bellerin? You're telling
He
me
plays
Bellerin?
every week. He
No,
literally
my
played.
point is everybody has holes in their argument for every player.
Nah,
Let's be
not
real.
Reece James though.
Bro, listen, guys, yeah. Let's just leave Tierney there. Just leave Tierney there, yeah. Let's just be nice
Why?
to those the Arsenal support, man. Let's
I
be nice,
should,
yeah.
I don't
Because
think it should
I'm
be
getting,
nice.
I have PTSD. I have a little bit of PTSD yeah, from last time where I was gassing out, man. We're doing the same thing and he got pimped. So let's give this guy the
That's
Tierney.
you.
Let's give this guy the
That's
Tierney,
you.
bro.
That's
Give
you,
a guy
Bro,
the
here's
Tierney.
the thing.
bro.
Why do we pussyfoot like these fucking previews? Like we're not a
I'm
better
shaking,
team
man.
regardless. I'm
I'm
not
shaking.
We are
shaking.
better.
I'm
If you
sorry,
lose
I'm
to
sorry,
Arsenal,
but
it's
I'm
bad.
having high blood pressure with Saka there, man, with Mount. I can't. Man.
I'm sorry,
I
but
think
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Saka's not
Johnny.
done.
There's no case for
Yeah, but what's
Pulisic
he
or
done?
Havertz getting in
But
over Saka. Period.
Pulisic on his day is unplayable. Like he's
Okay,
like
and
our best player.
Saka this season has been better than Pulisic and Callum Hudson-Odoi combined. So don't chat to me.
No, he has not.
Yes.
No, he has not.
Where's
No,
my
Havertz
Havertz?
will die.
Where's my
That's
Havertz,
just
man?
not the case.
Where's my Havertz, man? You
We'll
got to
give
have
him.
Havertz.
We'll give him Saka, bro. We'll give him Saka.
Just give him
All
Saka,
right,
man.
so
Just give him Saka, bro.
Havertz has got to go in, though. Surely, man.
We know
He's
how
got to
good
go in
Havertz
second.
is. We know.
No, he's
Johnny,
not.
we
He
know
got
how
mix
good
him up.
Havertz
Put it
is.
back in the
Nah,
middle.
he's had COVID. He has had COVID, yeah, and injuries this season, man.
Yeah,
Johnny.
and he's still balling, bruv. Look at his.
Yeah,
He's
he's
balling,
balling
but
now. He's balling now, bro. But Saka, like, just give like Saka deserves to be there, man. For me, man, he
Yeah.
deserves to be there.
I do hear that. He's been
Yeah,
consistent.
allow him.
That's
Allow
what
him. Allow him.
he's one of the
Yeah.
only Arsenal
Allow
players
it.
actually rate,
Gotta
bro.
give
That's
you
the
guys
only
something,
unfair
bro.
rate.
So,
Gotta
so
give
you're,
you guys
so you lot are telling me, yeah, that out of Arsenal's team, you're taking Tierney
Robert
and
saying
Saka.
Havertz 8 goals, 9 assists, Saka 10
Hey, 3 of those goals against Barnsley, bro. 3 of the goals were against Barnsley, man. I remember the 3
Yeah,
goals,
Yeah,
bro.
but look at those
Against
stats,
Barnsley and
bruv.
Oatmeal, bro.
Look at those stats, and
Nah.
he's hardly played
Bar-
this season.
Barnsley and
He's hardly
Barnsley and
played.
Oatmeal, bro.
Havertz
Barnsley
is
and Oatmeal.
Bergkamp, bruv. Havertz is Bergkamp, bruv. Telling you.
Don't
Kai
forget, he
Bergkamp,
bossed
you
Real
already know.
Madrid, bro. He bossed Real Madrid.
Egal, what are you
Listen,
saying?
Yo, you
Give him
guys
Saka.
better beat us because remember, literally, you're saying a combined 11 between Arsenal and Chelsea. We only get 2 players in.
I told you.
If he don't beat you, bro. If he don't beat you, bro. If he don't beat you, bro.
Egal, to be fair, bruv, you didn't defend it, man. You didn't fight, bruv. You
No,
didn't fight,
monster.
man.
I told him. I told you. When you have Johnny on the panel, you're not getting any of your players in, man. I told you.
Yeah.
You decided to persist, man. There you go, man. I've told you.
Oh, man, like Kai.
We're gonna beat you. I'm saying it right now. We're gonna smash you, bro. But,
But we're not doing a watch along. Yeah, we're not doing a watch along just in case, man. In case something doesn't turn out. You know?
If something goes wrong, bro. If something goes wrong, you don't want to be on that guy, man.
The watch along was
Listen, I'll tell you guys
Well,
this. You guys
Because
are
Kai
laughing
cut
and
last time,
dancing.
we dipped out of there.
Yo, you guys are laughing and dancing. At the end of the day, you guys have 2 finals to worry about. If you guys lose this game, you're gonna downplay it. If you guys win this game, you guys are gonna be celebrating and acting like you guys won the Champions League again.
No, I'll just eat
No,
good.
Wow.
Hey,
We won't act like we won the Champions League.
Well,
It's a win-win, bro. It's a
Acting like we
win-win.
won the Champions League.
It's a win-win, bro.
Yeah,
It's a win,
it's
yeah.
win-win, yeah.
Literally,
I'll
regardless.
just
I'm
sleep,
gonna
I'll
set up-
sleep
I'm
good,
gonna do
Egal.
a
I'll
tweet.
sleep good. I'll sleep good.
I'm gonna do a tweet ready to go with this the moment you guys lose. Watch.
I won't be like
Are you
Monster
that
waiting to be
confident in a
spinned, bruv.
victory? Are you confident?
Listen,
Guys,
you never know
guys.
what Arsenal's gonna show up.
You know,
I'm
Tuchel ain't
scared,
lost to a
man.
big team
I'm
with Chelsea
scared.
yet.
You know
I'm
what to
scared,
expect from
man.
your team.
I'm
You
really
don't know what to
scared,
expect
bro.
from our team.
What
I'm
are
not
you
gonna.
scared
I'm
about?
not gonna. I'm not gonna pipe it up no more, bro. I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm
You're
going to the end of the game and
scarred. You're
smash it up,
scarred,
bro.
innit?
I'm
You're
scarred,
scarred.
bro.
Even if Arsenal sat down against us, you'd still be mad. It's like,
Guys,
why
give
did
me
they do
guy,
that
man.
against
Guy's
Villarreal?
not talking, bro.
Yo,
Guy is not
even a
talking,
super
bro.
chat comparing Saka and Havertz, you know, it just goes to show you $72
I'm
million
scared, bro. I'm just gonna keep
generation
quiet,
of
man.
talent.
Took
There's
my
no-
shit
there's
out.
no
Do it.
comparison,
You
though.
compare Havertz to Smith Rowe all the time.
Havertz is better, bro. Straight up. He's better than both.
Yeah, Havertz is
Mount's
like what's better than
clear.
him.
Mount's clear, man. Mount's clear. Come on.
Money Mace.
Listen,
Yeah,
yo, Lewis,
Yeah,
put
even
me on
money
big
made.
screen.
Put what?
Put me on the big screen.
Oh,
You
go
can
on.
clip this. I'll tell you this right now. If when we beat you guys are gonna remember this. You guys were on here making fun of our team, saying, you know what, combined 11, only 2 players get in. If we do beat you guys, which we can on our day, you guys are gonna remember this. Remember that.
Of course, we ain't gonna forget this.
We ain't gonna forget this.
The thing is,
I swear
we're
to
not,
God, I swear
we're
to
not
God,
even
yeah.
making fun of
I
your
s-
team. We're
Listen,
just saying the
No,
facts.
bro, it's not even.
Your
It's
team
not.
has
It's
not been good
disrespectful.
this year.
No, Oscar.
No, you
speak
guys
for yourself, bro.
completely
Make it for
overlooked
the team,
every
man. I'll make it
player.
for the team.
I'm keeping tight, bro. I'm keeping tight, man. I don't know, talk, man. I wait to the end of the game. After the game, I'll be on here, man. And you know where to find me. But
Yeah,
for right now, you know,
I'm gonna get a Twitter.
if
If we win there, if we don't win, I'll just, you know.
we lose, yeah, I'm deactivating Twitter, man. I say it again. Yeah. I'm not gonna be on Twitter for some time, man. But it is what it is, man. It's gonna be a good game, and I'm up the Chels. That's what I'm gonna say. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
not
gonna say,
gonna
bro.
lie. I love
not gonna
to
say.
say insults. They're the funniest insults. Like, what's a donut? What's a wet wipe? Like, come on.
Nah, man. I'm keeping
All I
calm.
know is you, man. We're going to be
Sit
going
back, man.
Krispy Kreme when Money Mace bangs a goal against Leno, man. We're going to be
Oh,
going.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Johnny,
the
you
fuck
must
that
have been.
means,
You must
man.
have been going crazy after that Champions League game.
Of course,
Jeez,
man.
man.
Oh yeah.
Of all the players
Definitely.
to do Courtois, come on, let's have
Hey,
it.
Lewis,
Yeah.
Money
man.
Mace, man. You love
Hey,
Let's
Lewis,
have it right.
Mason
Hey, Lewis, you
Mount.
got church. Hey, Lewis, you believe in you got church, Lewis, man. You best go to
What?
church, man. Because if we lose here and Skullfergie catches you, man, you're gonna catch this stream nicely, man. But don't worry, man.
Yo, I
I'm-
want to know why don't you ever have a Chelsea player as your DP? You always have Nicki Minaj. What's up with that?
She has a fat jiggly ass. That's right, man. We know about, man.
Yeah.
Bro, when
Do you know what it
Get
is?
out
It's
here, man.
tactic. It's Kazi's tactic. So when you're trying to go at him, you just get distracted by that fat ass, bruv.
Hey, no. You were getting distracted. You just outed yourself.
You simp mans, all of you, man.
Nah, man. No one beats me in an argument that time, man.
Egal, on a serious note, though, with you guys only 4 points behind Tottenham, like, how serious do you think your season is in terms of actually being finished? Because a lot of you guys are saying the season's now over, but really and truly, it's not. You guys could still get 7th place. If results go the right way for you, you could still potentially get 6th place.
Yo, at this point, no fan wants to get into Europa Conference League. Imagine we're in the Europa Conference League next year. Arsenal is the first team.
Man said Europa Conference League, man. Jesus Christ,
Nah,
man.
at this
Conference
point,
League.
fans don't even want European football next season. They just want to go
Yeah,
again
if
with
you
no
ask
European
me,
football.
if you don't get Champions League, I wouldn't want any European football apart from that.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
I can't be playing against what's called Doner Kebab, man, in Russia, bro. We can't be playing against Doner Kebab and what's called all those Russian teams that I've never heard of, bro.
Listen, you still face Krasnodar in the Champions League. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's going to be
bro.
better for you because we faced
I mean,
Krasnodar and that got us.
About the Lampard, man. Don't even remind me, guys. Don't even
Beating
remind me.
Krasnodar.
Oh, listen, he topped our group, mate. He topped our group.
It's worth
First time
something.
since 2012. Let's have it right.
Johnny,
Top
Lampard
group.
came out shamelessly and said we
Undefeated.
kept a clean sheet, man. He said we kept a clean sheet
Undefeated.
against
We're
Krasnodar,
undefeated,
man.
Kai.
Sevilla.
Undefeated, bro.
Shame
I
on
gotta
you.
give it to Chelsea.
Man, come
Top
on,
of the
man.
group. Top of the
Man,
group.
man said shame on you.
Tuchel
bro.
lost to Porto. Let's have it right. Lampard didn't lose a game.
It's called what? Man. We like 8 games this
Johnny,
season.
let's have it.
Johnny, I told you.
You asked for the
Johnny, I
minerals,
told-
Kai. You
Johnny,
asked
I
for
One
told
at
you.
a time,
Yeah,
one at
I
a time,
told
guys.
you.
Yo,
Don't
I think
sniff coke when you jump on
it's
streams,
now
man.
around 10
Don't sniff
mineral
coke.
count.
Say again?
Mineral
Don't-
count, if you include Monster, it's over 10.
Oh, yeah, we've gone way past 10 now.
Yeah, but listen. Right, Tuchel, he lost against Porto. Lampard went in Champions League undefeated. Got sacked, but he was undefeated. He topped our group. The last time we done that was in 2012 when we won the damn thing.
My guy
Right.
kept a
But let me ask you this.
Just
Let
a lie, Johnny. Mourinho
me ask you this.
We kept a clean
Have you
sheet,
beaten
man.
West Brom this
Oh my days.
Can we beat West Brom this season? Nah.
Nah, I'm just joking.
Mourinho.
Listen. Sam Allardyce turned into Pep Guardiola, and their players were all playing like R9, bruv. He was a joke, mate.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Pereira was on a Mazza against you lot yesterday.
But the main thing
Yeah,
about that,
man.
we reacted in the right way afterwards, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, we dealt with things.
Yo, what has Pulisic been on this season? Like, has he just been
He's
injured
on-
the whole time?
He's
What's going on with him?
injured, bro.
He's been injured, but goal and assist against Real Madrid. So
Yeah,
we're
he's
happy.
not Bikini, man. That's
Listen,
the issue, man.
we're in the contract when we bought Pulisic, they did in the small print. It says last 10 games of season turns into Lionel Messi. So they thought, we'll sign this thing.
Playoff
We'll sign
Pulisic,
this.
man. Playoff Pulisic. That's what it is.
He came true to his words. He
He's
was prepared
class.
for this game and all that, like for the Real Madrid game. Like he was ready for that.
He's
He
a
literally came
baller,
true
man.
to his words.
Pulisic is marketing genius from you guys.
I love Pulisic, man.
You think
I've never
so?
saw Pulisic.
Yeah.
What?
It's marketing genius, knowing that he's the up and coming American, like Golden Boy, getting him at the time that you guys got him. It was you guys capitalized on an open
Yeah,
market.
but we had
I think
to
he
go
topped-
because
he
of
topped the-
Hazard.
He topped
We
the
had
shirt
to.
sales as well last season.
Yeah, that's marketing
Yeah.
genius.
I think for the price we got him as well, was very good.
Just before the
Because-
transfer ban too.
Yeah. Well, they knew they were going to get a ban.
Marina.
You guys think you actually are going to get
Marina.
Havertz or Sancho? Because I keep hearing you guys getting linked
We
to
have
them.
Havertz.
No, Haaland, he means.
Not
Haaland.
Havertz, Haaland, I meant.
Haaland
I
might
hope
go
so.
City, man. I think whoever wins the Champions League will get him.
Yeah, I think so too.
So if we win, he'll come to us because we're the champions, and we.
No, but
Not
I
true,
still
not
don't
true.
see
I think the
Chelsea
fact
paying
you guys got to the
150.
final.
I don't think he's coming. I think he's staying and going to
Yeah.
Bayern.
I think the
If we
fact you guys
can't- if we
got to the
can't
final-
I
get,
feel like Bayern are gonna buy the whole
Lukaku-
Bundesliga, bro.
If we
Nah,
can't
he
get
wants-
Lukaku,
he wants-
I
Haaland,
I
or
think he wants to
One
come
at a
to the
time, one at a
Premiership.
time, one at a time.
He wants
Let
to
him
come
go,
to the
let him go.
Premiership, man. Trust me. He wants to
Yo,
come to
Johnny,
Premiership.
let me say something. I
Yeah.
think that the fact that you guys got to the Champions League final means that you guys are once again going to spend probably like 200 million again in the summer.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully.
maybe. Yeah.
I
We
want
didn't
that.
spend that much after winning the Champions League anyway.
We did.
Our
I
most
know.
expensive
Spent
transfer
a
was
lot
Hazard
after.
for 32
We
million.
signed
That was
Hazard,
it.
man.
We
signed
didn't sign.
Hazard,
We signed
Hazard,
Oscar as well.
Aspie was cheap. Victor Moses was cheap.
Yeah, but no, but like obviously Hazard like 37 million back then was actually a bit of money, I would say.
A lot
Yeah,
of money,
yeah,
yeah.
30 million back then was money, bro.
It
30
was
million back then was
money, but
money.
it was still a good deal for us.
For a
Yeah,
22
yeah.
old just came from Belgium, man. Come on.
Like we
Yeah,
we
man,
weren't
still,
throwing
he was a
money
hot
around the
prospect.
same way we used to. Like remember the year before, we just flung 50 million on Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
Fernando Torres.
Look,
I
50
can't
million
believe that.
nowadays is like.
Why
peanuts.
don't you? Someone in the chat said Harry Kane. You think that would ever happen?
Hell no.
No,
Spurs
no way,
wouldn't
Probably
give us
not.
hope, let
You know,
alone
mate,
actually give us a
Are
fucking
you guys?
player.
We're linked to
No
Marquinhos,
chance.
you know.
Yeah, no.
That's
no,
Marquinhos
that's
didn't happen.
too hard.
You lot all laughed at me when I said about us going for Marquinhos. You're like, nah,
I'm
it's never
still
gonna
laughing at
happen.
you,
Yeah,
man.
I
I'm
still-
still
I'm still-
laughing.
Johnny,
It's not
I'm still saying we're not getting him.
No, we'll
You
get
guys are
him.
gonna get Alaba, or if he doesn't go to
Nah,
Dortmund.
nah,
Nah. This
400
guy,
grand a week.
this guy wants 400
Get
grand a
out of
week,
here,
man. Mate, come on, man.
I
Behave yourself.
actually would be up for Lewandowski if we can have a chance getting him because he can get goals.
Can't-
I don't
Can't
want
bank
Lewandowski, man.
It's not
Nah.
worth it. End of
Which
his
means
career,
countdown.
65 million. Not worth
Yeah,
What do you
not
mean
worth
end his
it.
career? Do you not see what he did overnight? He scored a bicycle.
But I don't
Yeah,
give a
still the
fuck,
end-
man.
doesn't
55
change
years
the
old,
league
33 years
attack.
old, man.
The ambition, he's won
Bundesliga
it. He's won it all. He doesn't. I just you want either a young player like
So
Haaland,
what
or
about
you go
Thiago
for a
Silva?
Harry
He
Kane
won it all.
type profile.
Yeah, but Thiago Silva was on a free.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but like, how
And he
much will
dropped his
Lewandowski cost?
wages.
Like 50 million?
Yeah, that's
50
a
million
lot.
for a 33 and has 2 years left, man. He's a striker as well, man.
Oh,
Centre
Nah,
backs
nah,
age
it's
differently.
worth it,
That was
Kathy. It's worth it.
No, it's not
Centre
worth
backs. Centre
So,
backs.
I'm,
age
I'm,
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
I'm
let me ask
saying
you
if we
this.
don't get Lukaku and
What's
stuff,
what's
No, that's
Chelsea's
stupid.
weakness? Like when you guys
That's
go into games,
stupid,
what do you
man.
guys worry about?
Fine,
You
we'll
guys
stick
used to
with
worry
Werner
about
then.
left. You guys used to worry about Alonso.
we haven't got
Wait,
anyone
wait,
to
say-
play out from the
Alright.
middle in the deep line midfield. We need someone who can ping a ball out nice, like control the
We
game.
need a.
That
We
person's
need
going
a
to replace Money
Yeah,
Mace.
what were you saying?
What is your actual weakness? Like, obviously in the final and going into this game and going to FA Cup final, what are you guys worried about? Like,
That
Yeah,
we don't
quick-
take
quick
our
exposed.
chances.
Yeah, we're
Don't
not
take
we
our
are
chances.
clinical.
We're not clinical, man. We have what's called. We have a bunch of what's called.
But then
Takes
City,
about 6 chances to maybe
City
a
aren't as
goal.
well.
shooting blank.
City are not
They
creating
create-
as
Yeah,
many.
They
but
create
like,
more
with the way
chances.
the story's set out with Aguero's final game, it like streams a Drogba moment, and I can't be asked for it.
Yeah.
I
There
don't
is that
like
hint.
him, but I can smell it already. I'm just hoping we can end his City career in tears because all he's done is just fucking dance on us for 7 years.
Lewis. It seems like Lampard really scarred you, man. Scarred your confidence for finals.
No, because I
Because
think
I
I
Lampard.
believe in Chelsea's capability. I'm like, I won't say very confident. It's like 50-50. The game can go either way. But I just
Lampard
think like
acts a
this
real
is set up. This is set up for Aguero to have his
Bro,
story.
Look all of our faces, man. Listen, I tell you what, yeah. If the show was here at the beginning of the season, yeah, we would be gassing this game up. But because we've been through that,
You've been scarred, guys. You've been scarred by Lampard, man.
I'm keeping quiet, man. Look at Mosa, bro. Mosa be on here praying for the rivals, man. We just keep him quiet and biding his time, bro. Same
Now
with me,
he's
bro. I'm
scarred.
sitting here, bro. I'm sitting here. I'm
What's
sitting
your
here, yeah.
prediction for our game?
I'm waiting, man. Mate, it's gonna be a hard game, 1-0, man. Hard game. You're gonna give us a rough time. It's gonna be 1-0 win. We're gonna come out with a win, man.
True. All right,
Oh,
Johnny.
we're winning that with ease, bro.
Shit, we're losing,
I
man.
actually think it's going to be. I actually think it's going to be a 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal, right?
No, Chelsea, mate. Chelsea.
I'm going for a 4-1 win.
Jesus Christ, man. You guys are violating Arsenal, man.
This guy,
yeah.
man.
Go ahead, Kai. What are you saying?
2-1 Chelsea, 2-1. I don't think it's as clear as people think it is, man.
Facts.
He's got scars there. He's got scars.
3-0
I
Chelsea.
can hear it in Kai's
Fucking
voice.
Yeah.
man. Get to the championship, man.
Oscar?
3-1. 3-1 Chelsea.
Lewis?
Mate.
3-0.
Yeah.
Full screen it, please.
Yeah, just like you clipped me with the UCL winners 2021, and where are we? We're in the final. 1 second.
Yeah.
Paul, big screen and everything.
3-0.
Take some photos. 3-0 Chelsea. I already told you. If we lose, it's embarrassing. So I'm going head first. We're smashing Arsenal because we fucking should.
Yeah.
It's about damn time
yeah.
that we done it. You've let you lot
Mate.
get away with bullshit Anthony Taylor tax, bullshit Lampard tax, bullshit Werner left wing tax. It ain't running. We're done with this now. We got Tuchel. Everything's gone back to normal.
We've put the tax man in the fucking penitentiary, bruv. He's locked
What about
up
you,
for-
Egal?
for Wednesday night.
Good.
Egal, what about you? What about you?
Listen, don't be surprised. We turn up on our day. You guys have a tough day.
That's why I'm scared. That's why I'm scared, man. That's why I'm keeping
Just
I'm
so we win.
scared.
I wouldn't be surprised if we
Kazi,
won
what are you
2-0.
really scared of?
No. Listen, I'm more scared of Arsenal because we play against ourselves.
Ah,
Yeah.
stop it.
Egal,
Man, shut the fuck up, man. Your manager's shit.
Egal, just so you
Egal,
know,
what's your scoreline?
that Lampard tax is high, man. That's
No.
some Swedish tax, man. That fucking tax is high, man. It's not gonna be the same game,
Exactly,
bro.
man. It's
not gonna
LA.
be the same-
It's
not gonna
LA
be the
2-0,
tax,
same
2-0.
game,
man.
man.
Okay.
I think Mason Mount assists Giroud for the first goal.
Funny mates.
Oh man, imagine if Jude wins the Champions League with Chelsea, man. I feel bad for Arsenal, man. Jesus Christ, man.
You feel
I'll
bad
never
for
feel
him.
bad.
And he's gonna
Giroud wins the Champions
outdo
League.
Henry. He's gonna outdo Henry
Yo,
for
if
France.
Giroud
bro.
wins the Champions League, he goes down as a football legend. You know, man won the World
Of
Cup.
course, I reckon.
Man won the Europa League.
Money
He's
makes
not
He
a
already,
football
he
legend,
already
man.
is
Relax.
a legend. He
Man
already
won
is
the
a
French
legend.
League.
He's not a football legend.
Legend to who? Legend to who, man?
Man,
Legend to
almost
who?
won
Legend
the
to who, bro?
Euros.
I
Yeah,
tell
legend
you,
to
man.
who, man?
Please tell me, man.
France.
He's the
Legend
legend
to who,
for
bro?
France. Right now, he's
Yep.
the second highest goal scorer in history.
Yeah.
And he's won a World Cup.
And he's the
Respect
Premier
Giroud.
League top goal scorer off the bench.
You guys are moving, man.
He's gonna
Really?
break. He's gonna break
Man,
Henry's
these guys
all-time goal
are
scoring
licking
record.
ass like lesbian porn stars, man, round
For
here, man.
France.
Honestly, man, it stinks, man, round here, bro. You guys are
What the
stinky,
hell?
man. Giroud is not a
Bro,
legend, man.
what?
He's just not.
Bro, you're
No,
here for
I
France,
say
man.
respect
man.
Giroud because he's actually been a brilliant player in his history.
Yo, Kazi,
Giroud-
you're my guy, but you sound frustrated, bro.
Bro,
He was scarred from Lampard, man. All of us were scarred from Lampard,
man,
man.
look at I've already showed you guys what I did to my wall, man. I've already showed you that
Oh.
game. I left a hole
What?
in my fucking wall, man.
What is he talking about?
He
I
left
left a
he
hole
left
in my
tiny
I left a
hole
hole
through
in my
his
wall.
But talking about fucking.
What kind of hole?
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Man's talking about
Oh,
He's talking
no.
about
On my
Liverpool.
bedroom wall, on my
About
He has
bedroom
some
wall,
sort of hole in
my
his
bedroom
wall.
wall, my bedroom wall. Relax,
My
man.
guy
Don't-
making glory holes.
Ah, so
glory
you
holes
made
in
a
his wall,
hole
man.
in your bedroom now.
Oh, don't put it like that, man. Don't put it.
No,
Like that.
Kazi, I'm not
Makes
gonna
sound
lie.
it- makes sound
I
very
never
weird.
do that to my room.
Makes
Kazi,
sound
come on.
very weird, man. Nah, man. Look, I had Nicki Minaj in my profile pic, man. You know what I like. Don't try that.
No. We ain't trying to say you're on Suswatch or nothing like that. No one's saying nothing.
Even though I have a theory, man, but never mind, man.
Man said he has a
Nah,
theory.
you must mistake me for Klazref, man. Relax, man. Don't do that.
Ooh.
No, man. That guy go, what?
What do you
Mad.
mean? What?
Egal,
Jesus
you were
Christ,
asking
man.
everyone for score predictions. What's your score prediction?
I said it. It's 2-0.
He said 2-0.
Chelsea, yeah?
2-0.
Arsenal.
Ah,
Yep.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0.
So you
Yeah,
think
you
you're
wanna
getting
know
your
my
first
logic?
win on ground in 10
And he
years?
shamelessly kept the clean sheet as well, man.
My logic is that Arsenal on their day can show up and just surprise everybody, and Chelsea on their day can find themselves in good positions and constantly not knock the door down. So if we get the perfect mesh, we could get a 2-0 victory. If not, it's gonna end
Bro,
up being a tight. It's gonna be a tight victory for whoever.
Have you been watching Chelsea lately, man? We literally
I have
smacked
been
teams
watching
apart,
Chelsea
man.
lately, and you guys have
We
been
s-
finishing, and you guys have
we
been playing
s-
to defend.
We slapped
we
Roma,
spanked-
JJ. We slapped City, yeah.
Yes.
If we lose to you, it's because how bad we were, not how
Okay,
good you
maybe
were.
2-0 is too much gas. Maybe 1-0.
You're not
but
scoring against us,
realistically,
bro. Tell me, how are you gonna score
I
against
think
us,
I
man?
think if we do win, it's gonna be tight.
Mate, one dodgy
we-
penalty at the end, man. That's how you're winning,
We're,
man.
we're
One
giving them
dodgy
a pity
penalty.
goal when we beat them 4-1.
Yes, man. Yeah.
Like the one against Kovacic, man. That was a shame, man. That
You're
made me cry.
either
we do the
you're either
double
gonna
over
have a
you-
high scorer or you're gonna have
Listen.
a 1-0.
Arsenal's good at getting Twitter points, so if we beat you guys, this would be 3 points in our Twitter table.
What the fuck is a Twitter table, man?
Yeah.
It's
well,
a-
That's
Yeah.
Arsenal's imaginary table, bro.
You man have been
Yeah.
talking about this for a minute as well. So what is this bullshit Twitter league that you man are on about?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
basically it's just a joke because amongst ourselves. That Arsenal fans are always going. Arsenal fans are always trying to get 3 points on Twitter and not actually on the table.
Does your club really need more jokes, man?
That's really sad.
Listen, yeah, Johnny came and said that's really sad. That's the saddest moment I've ever had on a video, bro.
Bro, that's really sad, man.
Bro, you man said you're lifting the fucking Twitter championships at the end of the season. It's got that bad for you, lot. You lot are starving.
Nah, that technically was supposed to be Manchester United versus Arsenal, Europa League final. That would be the Twitter title.
Yeah, until
and what happened?
Emery. Emery said good evening.
Emery said good evening, man. That's
good evening, bro.
That was literally in the stars. That was you to face them and get knocked out. That was in the stars.
Mate, and now you beat West Brom. Now listen, you're back, man. You're back, aren't you?
Hey.
Listen, Lewis, it was not an Emery masterclass. You know it. We all know it. It was just
first half masterclass in the first.
So Egal, if it wasn't an Emery masterclass, then can you say it's an Arteta disaster class?
Facts.
Listen,
yeah,
it's the whole season has been an Arsenal disaster class. Who the hell told our players to act the way they act?
Arteta disaster.
It's an Arteta disaster.
Mate, Arteta's tactics, yeah. Mikel Arteta, yeah. What's it called? World class. Trust the process, man. Yeah, trust the process, guys.
You know that
10th place.
You know, there's that clip of Arteta where he's bringing on, is it Ceballos, and he's scratching his head, thinking, "What do I tell him?" And he's looking around, and that's unfortunately that is the epitome of Arsenal right now. They are all scratching their heads and their balls at the same time, going, "I don't know what we're going to do this season. I don't even know if we're going to make any. We're not going to win anything. Clearly, we're not going to be in the Europa League. Forget Champions League. We're not going to sign anyone. We'll probably lose a couple players."
The problem with Arsenal fans I have, yeah. No, but one big problem I have Arsenal fans. I can say this real quick, by the way. Do you guys think saying it's called don't remember Arteta? It's the squad and the players. At the beginning of the season, you guys are trying to tell me you're gonna be competing for top 4, man. And I heard multiple people say that, man. Don't try that, man. You were better thinking when you got Partey, yeah. When you got Partey, what? Yeah.
They're still competing for top 4 from the other side of the fucking table, man.
Exactly.
On Twitter.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Wait, Egal, one sec. Jags Fit said, man said 2-0 victory. Humble yourself. Winter Surfer says this is for Kazi. Leave your wall alone as well. Go on, Egal. What were you gonna say, bro?
Let me ask you. He makes up a good point, and you know what? I was probably a fool to think that we're gonna get top 4 at the beginning of the season. I should have expected a similar season, or maybe even worse, right? Looking back at it, because they even told us that. But you guys generally feel like we're run well as a club. Be honest.
Yeah.
We're not, right?
Nah.
Well,
that's why I don't understand why you thought an inexperienced manager like Mikel Arteta, who'd never taken a job of this quality before, never even taken a managerial job before, why you thought he was going to be able to fix Arsenal from top to bottom.
You want to know why? Because we're unable to assess the reality of the situation.
No, the Kroenkes wanted a cheap option, and this was cool. This guy who was handing out cones, but Pep Guardiola said, "You know what? This is good.
You want to know something?
Hire me. Yeah.
If
you can pay me $50 an hour.
I agree with you.
I'll give it a go.
I agree with you.
I'll give it a go, man. I'll give it a go, man. I know how to place the cones properly, man, guys. I know how to place them cones, man. Properly, man.
Bro, let me say a serious point. I generally feel like you know how you guys lowered your expectations going into Lampard's season with the transfer ban? Our fans wouldn't have never done that. We would have still expected.
Good evening.
We would have still expected top 4.
We expected
No, but
we're gonna party hard. We're gonna party hard. Party hard. We're gonna party hard. Party hard. We're gonna party hard.
Is she dying? Are you okay?
You're not gonna party hard.
We're gonna party hard.
We're gonna party.
Can't be like a smoker, man.
Mate, that song is a fucking embarrassment, man. That song's a fucking embarrassment, man. To this day, Robbie was turning like David Luiz, man. Robbie was turning like David Luiz in that pitch, man.
No,
You
no,
remember
he
what
was turning like Harry Maguire, bro.
Exactly, man. Turning like a lorry in a side street, man. Mate, party, yeah. Think of party, yeah. I thought this guy was smart, bro.
Sing it again.
Nah, man. Party is dead, bro.
You know what's the funniest thing? DT is shamelessly, man.
Yeah, DT, yeah, is shameless. This guy is shameless. This guy's like
sitting on the floor, man. The guy was just give up a life.
This guy was like, what's good? If Mikel Arteta is the best young manager, broke Klopp and broke everyone, bro. You dropped down to 15th place, man.
No,
you nearly got relegated, man.
Transfer request.
You're not gonna party card. You know you're gonna party hard. You're gonna party hard.
Yo, Lewis.
You're not gonna party hard.
Yo, I got this out there, but Kazi, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard, bro.
Bro,
Egal, sorry,
I was hearing death, man.
Yeah, later, Oscar.
Bro,
Oscar, you take care.
You're Kazi, you're a nutcase, man.
Still can't believe it, man.
Kazi, you laugh like a 40-year-old fucking smoker woman, man. I swear to God, bro.
Bro, nah, man. I remember in school watching that when it came out, man. I was like, "What's cool? These guys are gonna get embarrassed," and I called it, man. And I'm so happy to see 10
Where's
plays.
the tweet? Get the receipt. Show me the receipt.
I didn't have Twitter back then, man.
Party. Sorry, I love
You
that
guys were
song,
making that song, man. You made that song, bro. The way how Robbie was turning, man, like Lacazette, man.
No, but yo, why do you guys
like-
blame us? Why don't you blame Doneo?
Who's the
Nigga, you bought it, man. Nigga, you bought it, bro. Nigga, you bought it, man. You were saying at the beginning of the season, yeah. You're telling us you're gonna get top 4, man. You're gonna challenge for top 4, man. You're saying, oh, Liverpool, this and that. The way how you had no shame, Egal, man. You had no shame. You have no shame.
Was I wrong about Liverpool though?
Listen, you're not wrong about Liverpool, yeah. But we all call Liverpool.
Was I wrong about Tottenham?
Where's the logic? Where's the logic, Egal, to say about Liverpool? And you're saying your own club's going to get top 4. It's just like it doesn't make sense.
Bro, listen, my logic still stands. It made sense. Tottenham fell off as I predicted. Liverpool fell off as I predicted. Chelsea still in the top 4 race. Leicester, I did not expect them to still keep up the pace as they did the season before. That I was wrong about.
It's not
West Ham is other guys. I don't know where they came from. I did not expect
Can I be honest with you, Egal?
But Arsenal,
Can I be honest with you though?
Bro, I backed the team and let me
same position
down.
as you, man.
Yo, I backed the team and let me down. It doesn't mean I was wrong to back them when I was backing them. It just
No, you can back.
Egal, can I say this, guys? Egal, can I say this?
Like, hold on, Kazi. But so you can back and be realistic. But like me, I back my team, but there's no fucking way. Like everyone was saying, we're going to challenge the title. Well, I'm not deluded like that, man.
Egal, do you know how bad you are? Egal, do you know how bad you are, guys? You are so bad. When we lost to you, 50% of the fan base switched on Lampard, bro. What's it called? The way how much people were backing Lampard, bro. It was like 90% of the people were Lampard in, yeah. Then listen, in 90 minutes, man, 90 minutes of a game of football, the way how I just saw Lampard out, man, every single stream, yeah. We could just see the comment, the chat, man. Lampard out, bro.
Because of Arsenal, man. Bro, because of Arsenal, the quarantine lady turned a fucking Lampard, man. She was trying to poison his food, man. That's things you were at Chelsea, man.
Yo, it's because
how shit
you
you are,
Arsenal, man. You won your last league title. Don't forget that.
What? Oh, mate. What you on about, man?
Antonio Conte changed his whole system after you lost to us 3-0.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we still bantered you back then.
To be fair, we had like 1 win that entire month before we faced you guys.
This shows like how if you lose to Arsenal, Chelsea takes us.
Do you guys want a medal for that because you lot helped us? Is that it?
You know what? We'll give you participation, man. Well done, man, guys. We'll give you a little sticker, man. Don't worry for that.
You man never wanted like fucking Batshuayi.
We'll give you 3 Twitter points. How's that? We'll give you
Mate,
that.
Arsenal are absolute jerk, man. Man said party hard, man. Mate,
come on the stream, man. I bet you guys will come on the stream, man.
Egal, I'll tell you what, you shown some decent minerals to come on here. You're showing some
Yeah,
decent minerals.
Mate, your balls
Listen,
hang,
bro,
bro.
That's why you gotta
I'm
pick
never
up Egal as well. And if you haven't, like and subscribe, channels in the description.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah, you guys already know.
To be fair, if I was a rival fan and I saw Johnny on I would have just fucking like stayed away, man.
Yeah, I would
I
have,
think
man.
when I jump on your channel, I'm expecting to get hounded by your lot as well, but we'll take
man,
it on the chin, innit?
Bro, I would never go on a
They ain't
channel.
got the
man, what's it
minerals,
called?
bro.
On a rival channel.
No, I'm
Maybe.
ready for it. Like I'm all
Nah.
for it. Bring all the gooners you want. We'll chat to all of them.
Yeah, man.
If you lose,
Johnny's backup if you need it. If you need the
if you
artillery.
lose,
Lewis,
if you lose, yeah.
Let me take you on a memory trip.
Yo,
Remember,
people, you need to stop saying trust the process. The process never started.
Have you
What was
seen
that?
the game, man?
The process never started. People need to stop saying
Yeah.
trust the process.
No,
guys.
okay. No,
Are you man said trust the process?
Bro, did I ever personally say it?
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
I can't
Yes,
believe
you
it.
did.
I'm
You're like,
double
damn
terrorist.
Find
time.
the video.
Obviously
Find
did,
the
man.
video.
Um,
Find the video.
Oh, it's so long time ago. You and
That's
Samuel
fine,
said
man.
trust the
Fine, fine.
process.
Mate,
Samuel had to
take
sign.
your time with it.
Samuel had to
your
sign trust
time
the
with it.
process.
Take your time with it. Take
Troops
your
saying take your time with it. That will
Take
live on
your
forever.
time with it, bro. I'm gonna be gun leaning in your grave, bro. I'm gonna be gun leaning in your grave, yeah. When we slap you 2-1-0, bro, because you're gonna be a 1. I know I can just
1-0.
You don't even have
Fucking hell.
confidence. You're gonna be
Bro,
gun leaning on
because
who?
Mikel Arteta is gonna put 11 players inside that what's called goal. You're gonna put 11 guys in the goal, just making sure that fraud burnt Leno, yeah, the burnt Leno. That's what I'm gonna be calling him, man. Burnt Leno,
Burnt
yeah.
Leno.
He's gonna put 11 players in that fucking goal, yeah, just so we cannot flame him no more, man. See, burnt Leno, yeah. We're gonna take his time, is it, man? Oh man, Thomas
If
Tuchel
Mount scores, yeah, or is man of the match, you've got to come on and just say that. Obviously, Mount's clear of everyone, man. You got to say it, Egal.
Of everyone in what? Arsenal?
Yeah, everyone.
I
at
swear,
Arsenal.
Johnny, when you speak about Mason Mount, it's like it's like the highest
He
grade of
gets hard. He gets hard.
Oh, you gotta say it, bro. I love you, but nah, man, nah.
You love
Nah,
Mount.
I've given Mount enough credit. I've given Mount enough credit. I'm one of the people who said Mount is worth 150 mil on the market right now.
I know you did.
Calm down, man.
No, it's fact.
Behave.
Behave
now. Behave,
It's
man.
my
Behave,
Evie,
yeah.
man.
No,
It's my
facts.
Evie. They all
Yo,
need
bro,
my Evie, man.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
Go check the website.
Drink it in. Drink that in.
What, the transfer
Drink it
market? Is he
in.
really there?
Mason Mount
Love that.
on current form with the wages with the
no,
contract he has, in order to pry him away from Chelsea, you'd have to
Yeah.
pay upwards of 150 mil.
No one's gonna
Mason
pay that,
Mount.
man.
Relax, man. No one paying
No
that,
one's
man.
gonna pay it,
Hey.
but it's
Man, they'll bitch slap backhand slap Marina, yeah. Then
The
they'll
only
walk off,
way,
man.
listen,
They
the
put
only-
that 150 million into
the
that,
only
man.
way you can get
They're
Mason
gonna
Mount.
backhand slap Marina for that, man. They're
Egal,
putting that price up there.
Egal, the only way that anyone's going to get Mason Mount is they'll have to buy Chelsea off Roman Abramovich. That's the only way they're going to have to buy
And
Chelsea.
you know
Football Club.
Saka costs more than Kai Havertz right now on the market.
No.
Yeah, right.
No way.
Saka, because he's English
Cavani
and he
has
has a
signed
5-year contract, he's upwards of 120 mil.
Yeah, but that's towards Premier League teams, man, not towards like worldwide value, you know.
English tax.
Where's that on?
Give
So I
us
looked
like
in
his
the
English,
transfer
man.
market. It's just like 16 million.
You guys making it up, man. You guys like Arteta, man. He makes up shit, man. Like Arteta, he was like losing
Well,
to
some
Willian.
makes
He was
money
like,
anyway, so-
we deserve to win, man. They had one shot on target the whole game, man. Shameless, man. Shameless.
Shameless, man. I know, but guys, yeah, seriously, man. After all this shit I've talked today, man. If Chelsea don't do me proud and a win on what's called Wednesday, man, I'm telling you right now,
Chelsea
Monster.
will. I'm not hearing none of this if buts
Monster.
and maybes.
I'll duck
bullshit.
at your channel,
We're
bro.
beating Arsenal.
mate. Have you seen David Blaine, bro? You're gonna be nicknamed me David Blaine. I'm gonna disappear
way-
from that channel, bro.
This is
Kazzy,
why
why
I
do you
got
think
confidence in
without
Arsenal.
video, man? What do you think
The
about
way
that
we
video?
played,
Nobody clipping me, man.
yeah.
Ain't nobody clipping me,
This is
man.
why I got confidence. It's just the confidence of the
I'll
Man
go
City
on
game
stream.
alone as well.
I'll go on stream when we lose, when we win, when we draw. It don't matter, man. What
Mate,
are you gonna hide from?
Kai hates his face, man. Kai has his face, man. You're
Kai
happy,
always
yeah?
hides
He
his
shows
face.
his face.
Kai,
But when
come
he's
outside,
angry,
man.
he hides
Come
his face.
outside, Come
When he's
outside.
embarrassed. No, you see before the game started, yeah, on your channel, he was showing his face, he was all nice and smiling, yeah. 45 minutes later, the guy just
Kazzy,
he started
why
covering
you
your
do this to me,
face,
bro?
man.
Why are you doing this to me, man?
You
Nah,
sweat.
you clocked you, bro.
You're gonna be sweating.
I clocked you. He was sitting, man. I clocked
Bro,
you, man.
when that Chaka goal came in, man, I lost hope of life, man.
Guys, I'm the nicest guy. I'm
In
the
my
nicest
body,
guy.
man.
But when you lose, you'll know. You'll remember this. Just
Bro,
remember.
man.
Monster. What did they say when the Chaka
Well,
goal came in, man?
Huh?
What did they say when the Chaka goal came in, man? The free kick.
Oh, he said, what did you say again?
What a goal, man. What a goal. What a goal.
What the
Yo,
What a fucking goal. What a fucking
yo,
goal.
Kai was watching the stream like this on his computer.
Exactly, man. Bro,
Bro,
listen, yeah. Man, you can get 45 minutes, man.
Not gonna lie. Couldn't even make love to my girl that night, man. I was so sad, bro. I was so sad, man. I lost hope.
That's FA Cup final
Yo,
vibes.
you know why
I
Kai
agree
can't come on stream? Because he's probably laying down. in this moment.
Bro, mate,
stretching.
he need a whole pack of Viagra puss to get that shit out, man. Mate, what's it called? That loss, man. That loss had me
I
shaking.
died.
Yo, Monster,
man.
why are you not
I
looking
died.
at the camera? What are you doing?
I'm reading something. That's why.
Man, mate, Lewis, how did you survive that night, man, Lewis, man? Because the thing is, yeah, you were smiling. I don't know how you were forcing a smile.
Oh no,
I could tell you were forcing a smile, Lewis. Yeah, for me, yeah, I can't force emotions, man. I'm pissed if I'm pissed, man. That game had me. I woke up in the middle of the night, yeah, thinking that the fourth goal came in, man. That's what happened to me, man. Woke up in the middle of the night having a nightmare that the fourth goal went in, man. That's what happened to me, man.
Yeah, man.
someone said behave
Zoots,
in
Zoots
Ramadan.
and plenty more Zoots. That's the only reason why, and that's the only way I could get through that night.
Mate, full Zeus.
Has Xhaka ever scored a free kick before that one?
No,
Lewis,
he
Lewis,
doesn't
Like years
score.
ago against Newcastle, but he barely fucking scores them. It always happens against us.
Mate,
No,
the guy-
You
the guy-
read all
City,
super
man.
chats.
The guy can't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
pass 5 yards,
Okay,
let alone
someone sent me
score
in
a
a
free
super
kick.
chat saying Arsenal is the greatest club of all time.
What?
Ah, fuck that shit, man.
If
You want
someone's
someone to
betting
do a
you,
super
Someone
chat?
can put the super chat and I will read their comment. It won't be from me though. That's the difference. You will not catch me out like that. But guys, we are going to wrap up the stream anyway. I've got to head out in an hour or so. Big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. The links to everyone's channels and their Twitters is down in the description below. So check it out, follow and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. Seeing as it is Arsenal, we will end with a photo
Take
of
your time.
Unai
with it.
Emery, I guess. But
Take
big up
your
everyone.
time with it. Take your
Take care.
time with it.
Like everyone said, take your
Party,
time.
Party hard,
Guys,
party,
tomorrow, like
party,
and
party
subscribe.
hard.
oh, you have to read that super chat. 1 second.
What
Read it, bro.
Arsenal is the greatest joke of all time, says Kevin Fraser. Big
You
up
guys got
yourself,
excited.
Matty. You
You
man
guys
really
got
thought it was
excited.
something mad. That's on you, bro.
Bro,
Big up
man,
everyone who's locked
please,
in.
God.
Smash the like and subscribe. We'll be back
Please, man,
tomorrow.
please.
Another Arsenal versus
Please,
Chelsea
God.
preview. Big up all you, man. Smash the
Arteta.
likes and subscribes. We out.